How's everyone doing today? It has been a hot minute. Uh, I wanted to stream last week, but we got a surprise meeting announcement like an hour before I was supposed to go live of, hey, super critical work meeting because we had a new boss who just started working that day. And they decided, you know what, we'll give them 25-30 minutes notice before the meeting starts. So I had to cancel last minute. I don't even know if I made a post, I was tired. But whatever. Back in action. Let's see how far we can get. Hope everyone's doing okay. I see also, hello. I don't know if when I turn the stream on, does it give me like the pop-up that day of like, here's a new person? Because I got a message that Judge Judy Slayer has followed, so thank you for that. Oh, this new thing, because new TV episode, apparently. Alright, so I think we're good to go. I did everything else I wanted to do. So let's get cracking. Going on to
I should take a break.
Stage 7.
So, about our mission from the Seiran government, I wrote in the report
Let's get
that we
going.
were interrupted and were unable to complete our assignment.
You mean I did? Honestly, I only did it because nobody around here bothers with the paperwork.
Wow, Shiden, you're so reliable. Keep up the good work.
Hey, watch it.
I wonder if they're going to give us a new other suppression assignment. Karin made it seem like they would.
Which reminds me, I'm curious about what Karin said in the future. It was...
Bad.
Why now? If you had managed to get here sooner, we could have found a way to cure the metamorphosis and turn them back to normal.
Bro, it's not my fault.
Finally. I can finally save her.
Piecing together Karin's statements, Kasane's power must be a clue on how to reverse metamorphosis.
Major Kyoka? Where did that come from?
Well, maybe not.
Also, who
Karin
is
did
her?
mention that we should have arrived earlier, so... He could have copied Kasane's psychokinesis whenever he wanted, but he hasn't. If what he wants is the Red String's power, then the matter is not about finding a cure. He would take time and...
Calm down, Kyoka.
Huh?
What's gotten into you? You almost sounded like Arashi when she's actually focused.
Really?
Hey.
That's strange. I didn't think I was acting any differently.
Trying to put all the pieces together, maybe you just fell into a trance.
Whatever it was, your line of thinking was interesting. It does seem like Karin thinks Kasane is the key.
Yes,
I mean-
she is very important to Major General Karin. There's no mistake about it.
I mean,
Do
yeah.
you think the reason I came to Seiran is because of Karin too?
That's certainly a possibility. Wouldn't rule it out. What do you think he's planning?
Sorry to interrupt, but Kasane Platoon has been given an other suppression.
Who would have
assignment.
guessed? They were just
There's
talking
a high
about it.
probability for others appearing in the Mizuhagawa New City Development District. Head there immediately.
You heard her. Let's head over and take care of this first. Then we can talk.
Yeah, let's get
You're right.
going.
There's no sense thinking about it now, but we should all be careful.
I'm just thinking about this, like... Oh, hold on. I'll let them do their talking.
This is the area the other report projected.
Yes, our assignment is to exterminate any others that appear here.
Why send us all the way out here? You would think there were other places more worth protecting.
Believe it or not, this area is actually a trade route to Togetsu. Yeah, I know it may not look like much, but it's actually pretty important.
Togetsu may be an isolated religious state, but apparently trades happen when interests are aligned.
In other words, the extent of the relationship is strictly business. So, what does everyone want to do?
Wow, did my ears just deceive me? I think Kasane just asked us for our opinion. Normally, she'd just rush out looking for others.
I see. No one has any ideas. In that case, let's do what we normally do.
Rush out and look
Nobody
for
said
others.
We didn't have any ideas. Kagero, stop teasing Kasane.
My bad, Your Highness. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
My panties?
Who cares? Anyways, if you have an idea, speak up.
As for ideas,
Not you.
No, we don't have any. I hacked the system to see what the transport schedule was today, but I couldn't find anything around this time.
That means we can concentrate on exterminating the others.
Alright.
Everyone, stay vigilant and move forward.
Wait, I just received a request for reinforcements. A transport team is being attacked.
We
by
just said there was
other-
no one.
Wow, really? Because Arashi literally
Yeah.
just said there weren't going to be any transports now.
It definitely wasn't on the schedule. If there's a transport team, it means this was off
Criminal
the books.
transports.
The timing is too convenient. There's a chance it could be a trap. Should we wait and see first?
Haruka, is this reinforcements request coming from Seiran?
Yes, it's an official OSF request.
Then we have to answer. We're part of the Seiran OSF now.
You're right. Besides, we can't just abandon people who need our help. Let's do what we can.
Well then, time to find out what's waiting for us. Let's get this show on the road.
Man, okay, so
I'll send the location of the
I was
distress
thinking
signal.
about it, and it's like, I got two options at the start of the game, right? Do I want to play as the guy or the girl? And this definitely feels like it is the you play this story second story. Where we're not being told the real main character, the guy, what's actually happening, and we're making ourselves off to be the villains. And so in their campaign, we know that we're the good guys. But to him,
Being wet makes it hard to
we're the bad guys. To us, who knows who the fucking bad guy is? I don't know. Oops.
Hey, step out! I'm sorry. Thank you.
Come on, oh right.
You owe me.
These guys are water.
Thanks to my power.
I'm just getting hit, because, like, what does it
The
matter?
enemy is done. Now's the time.
Up, 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 up.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Just gonna keep hitting the button, keep whacking this little light bulb boy.
It's over.
What's the third one? You get bonked. Just die! There we go. Alright, easy enough. Never mind.
How long has the construction equipment been abandoned here? If they canceled the construction, they should put them away. They may be difficult to maintain. I can't understand how they could just abandon
come
them
on.
like this. Why don't they put them away?
I don't think there's anything to understand. They might not be able to operate anymore, but they could still be useful. We might be able to use them for an attack.
I'm getting that feeling of, like, what the hell's going
We're
on?
not done yet.
Can I use this one finally? Maybe. Bonk. Alright, easy enough. Wait, I see a left trigger. Let me use it. Fuck you, I'm using it. Beep beep! Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Big old beep beep. Ooh, orange. What next? Oh my gosh. Bonk. Come on. Saliva Santa? No damage. Okay.
I'll do this, Shinan.
Oh, come on.
You owe me.
Oh, come on!
Please, Haruka.
Visibility.
Nice. The enemy doesn't see us.
Doesn't see me. I don't know about you. Bonk, bonk.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
I'm borrowing this.
You got this, Kasane.
And then dead. Bonk.
Nice job.
Oh, come on.
Power, Kasane.
Get bonked. Oof. That did, like, actually no damage to the stupid thing. We're gonna use it and just try and kill this stupid rat. There we go, the rat's gone.
I need your help. I'm borrowing this. That seems to be the spot. I'm borrowing this. Enemy is stunned. I don't think
Bonk,
they need
bonk. Okay. Left trigger again to just knock it down.
Thank you later.
Work hard.
Stay down, stay down.
He seems to be in good form.
Alright. Easy. Is that the end of it? Oh, that's the end of it finally. Okay.
This is pretty good.
I'm running low on medium jellies now. Whoop. Ooh, can't hide from me. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. I see an item way over there. Can't hide from... Oop, there's another one. Spring guy, hell yeah, look at me go.
There's a resource reading near here.
I'm
Check it
zooming.
out.
Oop. Okay, more medium jellies. I'm running low. I was... Oh, I have a whole bunch of the AoE
Go ahead
ones.
and use my power, Kasane.
Shit. You don't see me. Bonk.
Aim for that spot.
Dummy!
Doing thanks to my power.
Easy!
That was a nice move. Please, Kagura. I'll do this, Shinan. I'm using it. I'll do it.
You got this, Kasane.
Fuck! Ow!
I can still fight.
Make it good.
I was invisible and they just still shot me.
Kasane, use my power. Electrokinesis.
No.
I need
Okay,
your help.
maybe.
Kasane, go!
Bonk. Bonk.
Work hard.
Okay.
That seems to be the spot. I'll do it.
We're all good. Oh wait, I'm in gamer mode. I didn't even notice I was in gamer mode. We gotta go fast. We can't waste the gamer mode. It's gonna be a cutscene that wastes it. Ah!
Are you alright?
He dead.
Are you with Kasane Platoon? Everything should be fine now that you're here.
Why?
Don't talk. You're wounded badly. I'll fix you up as best I can.
I'm okay, but you have to help my teammates first. The truck is still under attack. It's another, but it was human.
Huh?
Those Suo bastards transformed someone into an other and...
Transformed into another.
Ah, shit.
This is a critical mission. You have to protect the truck and get it to the Supernatural Life Research Facility.
This is valuable information. Wait here for rescue. We'll take care of everything. Haruka!
I've already requested a rescue team.
The Supernatural Life Research Facility. Isn't that the lab Naomi was in?
Let's hurry. They won't get away with turning people into others. Oh, I wasn't going to go rush off on my own again. Are we all on board?
I hate to agree, but I'm all for hurrying.
Thank you, Shiden.
No need for thanks. Now come on, or I'm gonna leave you behind.
Kasane is finally showing her vulnerable side. Or maybe she's just expanded her horizons.
I'm so happy we're all getting along. Now, let's go help the transport team.
Am I enjoying the game so far?
Check this out. That's not a normal transport.
I would say... right now, I'm gonna give this game, and it's where I'm at currently with the story and the gameplay, I'm giving it like a 7 out of 10. Story-wise, it is, you know, it's decent, it's basic, it's pretty good. Got a little bit of mystery and stuff, but right now I'm just kind of doing whatever I can to get the sister back, you know, whatever. And I'm missing half of the story. Gameplay-wise, I got a whole lot of, like, minor nitpicks. The game feels like it's missing something, but overall it's pretty
I
good.
don't see any members of the
You know what I mean?
transport team.
Not stellar,
look,
but it's
by the
good.
truck there. There's someone there. They're hitting it with a stick or something.
Feels like I need another weapon.
This is a damn sturdy door.
Or another
Can't even
moveset
hack it.
other than just
Break it
knife.
down already.
Oh,
My
crap.
arms are getting tired.
Is that Kodama? What are you doing?
Well, if it isn't the traitors. How have you been? Why do you look so scared?
Kodama, did you turn someone into an other and make them
Like,
attack
I need
this
another
transport
weapon
team?
or something to just make the combat more than mash
this
X.
was headed for the Seiran research facility. I figured it had to have something important.
But
You're trying to find out
Alas.
what they're researching by digging through their cargo? I swear, your methods are insane.
yeah, just break in like we
The
did.
fastest way. So anyway, can you let me go just this once? Pretty please?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's too bad. Well, I guess we're doing this. Don't get mad at me when I kill you.
Alrighty then, let's go.
This'll be fun.
Oh, so hello, Captain.
Handle it?
Thank me later.
Turning people into others. How could you do something so awful?
Oh, don't get so angry. I meant well.
Sorry.
Good luck.
Besides, stay away from those floating things. They'll mess you up if they hit you.
Gamer mode, let's go.
The trash needs to be taken out. You're gonna stop me?
Just keep throwing things at her. That's it? What? Why not even pop it? Oh, okay. Wait, what? It kicked me out of the fucking super mode! What the shit?
Mama, just... What's going on? It's not
Okay.
duplication. Is this a transformation ability? There's no sign of her using SMS.
Reset all the things. Drench her. Didn't matter. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What? I was nowhere near that.
Thanks, you saved me.
Oh, just a little explosion around it. Alright.
Were you surprised by Master Kodama's secret?
No.
I never showed anyone before. Oh well, it doesn't matter since you're all dying here anyway.
We can't give up.
You owe me.
I'm using it.
She's moving normally. Oh. Because she's moving super speed. Because she's Kodama.
Here.
You got this, Kasane.
Come on, come on, come on.
I'll be using this.
Can you handle handle it?
Make it good.
Alright, knockdown. How much is this gonna actually do to her? More like Kodama. Screw you. It's terrible.
Did Kodama use a second power? Impossible. The only person who can use multiple powers is Major General Karen, the Brain Eater.
What does that mean? Damn, that's really fishy.
Work hard.
More power.
Come on, give me gamer mode.
Can you handle it?
Not yet. I'll do this, Shidan. I'm borrowing this. I can do this.
I'll track you down.
Easy. I'm counting on you. Don't underestimate me.
You're good.
Easy.
Hey,
She only cheated a couple times.
you're a lot
And then
stronger
she's
than
on
before.
fine. Don't worry,
You
run away.
deserve a nice round of applause.
Kodama, throw down your weapon and don't make any sudden movements. We have a lot of questions.
Ugh.
Well, you do have me surrounded. I don't think I'm getting out of this one.
Who's gonna save her this time?
What? You expected I wouldn't have a plan?
What?
Bye-bye now.
Looks like she got away.
She just teleports out of here from nameless mask guy? Fuck you.
It did seem like it was an important mission from what the transport team member said. Maybe we should.
Then I'll contact the superiors about the suppression assignment. Wait, I'm getting a reading nearby.
How are you doing,
It's not
Captain? You're over
the
here.
same on OSF. It could be more of Kodama's men.
Oh, it's the other main character
We
squad.
obviously don't want anyone following the truck. So I'll go check it out and stop them here if it comes to that.
Oh,
Doing
I'm definitely
Castrum?
tagging along, Major Kyoka.
Like main story
It's
Castrum
ambush,
or
then I'm just the man for the job. It's my specialty.
Relic Castrum?
Arashi, please get this truck back to the Supernatural Life Research Facility.
Oof.
And it's go time.
Good luck with your bullshit. How many people did you even get? Like 10?
Weren't we supposed to discuss things first?
Because,
Let it go.
well, that stuff was all
Anyway,
dead.
we'll leave that to Kyoka and Kagero. We have a truck to transport.
34?
Does
That's
it
pretty
still
good
run?
amount.
Sure does. It's got a few scrapes, but nothing serious.
We get to ride the truck? Come
The
on.
truck bed's reinforced armor is full of dents. And Kodama did all this with just a metal pipe. Unbelievable. It's just stupid how incredibly strong she is.
Where have you been? Hurry up and unload the truck.
Fuck you!
I need to go get the lab ready.
I didn't even get to drive the truck, it just
Now
appeared.
they're making us do manual labor too? This is turning out to be more of a pain than I thought.
Haruka, any word from Kyoka or Kagero?
Not yet. It's hard to get a good signal to Mizuhagawa. I think it's because of the extinction belt above.
I see.
I'm just curious
Then
as
let's get this
DR
over
and
with.
Castrum and stuff are now.
Can you all hear me? Great, you're all right.
What about Kagero?
He dead.
You know me.
Damn it.
I normally say I'm ship-shape, but we've actually found ourselves in a tight spot.
It wasn't Kodama's men in Mizuhagawa.
I knew it!
It was Yuito platoon, and they noticed the truck.
Yuito platoon.
I knew it. It was
Did
the
you
other
two-
main characters.
Yes, we couldn't have anyone following the truck. So we did what we had to do, which was fight them.
It was only to buy some time, though. Then we used Major Kyoka's duplication and my invisibility to lose them. Which is how the story would go in a perfect world, but they've got Segumi's eyes on their side.
Ah, her clairvoyance. We can't let our guards down.
That right there is one of the boss battles that they have at this point in the
You
game.
should still be careful, though.
Copy that. Contact us if anything happens.
Sorry, guys. Due to the extinction belt, I can't track Yuito platoon.
Well, there's nothing we can really do about that. We just have to finish this annoying work first.
We managed to get one truck unloaded. They all look like the same boxes. Shiden, what's wrong? Are you tired?
What? No, I'm not tired. I was just curious what this cargo was, that's it. Damn!
What are you doing? You can't unlock private cargo just because you're curious.
No, it just unlocked on its own.
What is it? Did you find an other inside or something?
Look.
Someone's head.
What is it? This is...
A human...
What? What? Are you kidding?
All of these cases, they're filled with heads.
What the fuck?
What are they going to use them for? Wait.
I just said that off the cuff.
Food?
Naomi said she takes the medication in the ampules. These
Oh
are
my
probably
God.
used to research the other weapons.
Or maybe... No, I shouldn't be tossing around any theories at this point.
So basically, these human heads are being transported from Togetsu.
That researcher mentioned getting the lab ready. We might be able to find something if we search the facility.
We're not done unloading the truck, but I can't stop thinking about this. Let's go check out where he went.
It'll be bad if Yuito finds this location. Will we have to fight them too?
We don't have a choice.
Just light him
Hopefully,
over here.
Kyoka handles it, so we don't have to do that.
All I can think of now is like, okay, they're using the heads to make the ampules, and the heads are like rejected members of the squad or whatever. Can't hold any more light, Jelly. Like, you weren't good enough. You didn't pass the test that we passed. Off with your head, you're in the new goo. I have the key. Oh, brain food. I see. Alright, now we're good.
Really do hate this place. The stench is just awful.
I was right.
It can't be.
Oh, it definitely is. Others feed on human brains, and this facility houses others, and...
They're feeding the human-made others.
How could... These ampules... But that means Naomi...
They're feeding them like random civilians
Just
then.
detected coming in from the facility's rear entrance. I've also received an update on our assignment from Seiron.
Stop the intruders.
Yuito Sumeragi and new Himuka OSF members, and we are to eliminate them, no matter what.
Roger, roger.
Of course they'd come now.
Seems like Seiron really wants Yuito dead. They must be desperate to eliminate the threat the Kunad Gate poses.
Eliminate them.
What are you going to do, Kasane?
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
We should kill him.
Yes!
Save the world.
We gotta kill him.
But I know I haven't been listening to anyone else. So maybe Yuito wants to talk to me, like all of you did.
Wait, one more thing.
No
If we
talking.
refuse this assignment, they said they would dispose of the research subjects in order to bury the evidence.
Nope, no talking.
So they're taking Naomi as a hostage.
Yeah. And knowing that Naomi is your one soft spot, I probably would have done the same if I were them.
But can they really do that? She's still an important research subject to them. And there's no way Major General Karin would let them. He didn't want Yuito to be assassinated.
That may be true, but that still doesn't prove that Karin would protect Naomi. Although I can't picture him treating human-born others like mere objects either. However, this assignment came to us officially, which means there's a chance it came with Karin's approval.
They could also be bluffing.
What's important isn't whether or not they're bluffing. It's how certain we are they won't harm Naomi.
That's...
And it doesn't help that we've already failed one assassination attempt. This
What's
response
another one?
seems natural if they suspect we have ulterior motives. It's not like we can break Naomi out and take her with us.
Does
I
Naomi have no
mean-
other choice but to fight Yuito?
We can.
Let's hide.
Are you serious? Naomi is in danger.
I know, but fighting them out in the open wouldn't be smart. We should hide in the next area and ambush them.
Ah, ambush them in the boss
That would give
arena.
us an excuse to leave here and would buy us some time to think.
Haruka, report our plan to them. We'll lie in wait for the intruders and stand by for an opportunity to attack.
Copy that. Good luck.
Alright.
Yuito platoon is headed to the factory block as predicted. They will arrive in 30 seconds. We've been ordered to send the control system data to Seiran after we make contact with Yuito. In other words, they'll be monitoring your conversation. Be careful.
Understood.
Yuito platoon arriving in 5, 4, 3.
Here's the actual cutscene.
What is this facility?
This is when they first get here. We've already been
Looks
here
like
twice.
some sort of assembly line.
Alright.
Hey,
Yeah, these
those
guys are the main characters. We're like the
Aren't
fake
they the
people.
same ones from that transport truck we saw? What is it, Tsugumi?
Does it contain what I brought earlier?
A human head.
You've got to be kidding me. All of these?
What in the world is this place?
What do you want to do? Have you gotten your thoughts together yet?
There are no thoughts to get together. I don't have a choice. It's only an issue of resolve.
So, we have to fight.
That's our assignment.
Yep.
Besides, if we let Yuito leave now, the public will find out about this place. And the ampules. Then they might stop all the research. What would become of Naomi if that happened? Either way, our only choice is to kill Yuito.
Have you thought about what the ampules contain?
Of course I have. But to be honest, just thinking about it won't solve anything.
Well, we have your answer.
Just listen to yourself. We should just tell them everything.
No. Kill the many to save Naomi.
He's way too forgiving. We should take advantage of that.
And then what? That would mean going against Seiran. If you have a way to save Naomi, then tell me.
I never said...
Okay, calm down, you two. What about fighting to a draw? We can just tell Seiran that we had to be careful we didn't damage this very important facility. Or something along those lines. Knowing the strength of Yuito platoon, we should be able to convince the government that we tried our best, but couldn't beat them. However, they would get suspicious if they completely overpowered us. We'll have to fight like we mean it. This is the best idea I've got.
I can go along with that.
That's fine with me too.
Guys, you need to make contact with Yuito platoon soon.
Let's go. Seiran will start to get suspicious if we wait any longer.
We're gonna go in that big boss.
Those
Yep.
ampules.
The big boss arena.
I'm going to be sick.
This can't be real, right? Those were made by Spring Pharmaceuticals.
Damn it!
Looks like Kyoka couldn't lose you.
What is this?
I think you've already figured it out. This is Spring Pharmaceuticals' Seiran factory. To be more accurate, it's an other research facility they run jointly with the Seiran government.
They're using these heads to make their products.
Shiden, stay calm. Just concentrate on stopping Yuito.
Wait, let's talk. Hey!
No talking.
First you won't tell me why you're trying to kill me. Now you're trying to hide this cool
Hey,
place.
ah, crap. Ah, crap.
Do you feel anything seeing what's going on here? What are you all thinking?
Okay, I need to get out of this corner. Goodbye. Ah, fuck you. Alright.
I thought you were amazing since you were a cadet, Kasane. But now you're trying to kill Yui.
Crap! Ah! I got comboed in the corner again! Alright. Oh man, please tell me I'm not gonna have to do a ton of stuff. Because, like, there was no opportunity to save until, like, right before that fight, and I didn't do it. Okay. Skip. Okay. Skip.
First you won't tell me why you're trying to kill me.
Oh, he gets into gamer mode immediately.
Don't you feel anything?
Wait, none of them are taking damage.
What are you all thinking?
What is this? Okay, she's taking damage.
I thought you were amazing since you were
Bonk.
a cadet, Kasane. But now
Bonk.
you're trying to kill Yui.
Bonk.
Trying to hide this facility.
Bonk.
What happened to you? This isn't like you.
We can't give up.
I need your help.
Shut up! You don't know anything about anything.
Then tell us.
Alright, she's stunned.
We don't know anything because you didn't tell us anything.
Ow.
I'm using it.
Yeah, like, the two of them are invulnerable to damage. Get out of here. Bonk. Come on, stun, 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 stun. Yeah.
Watch yourself.
Get one of them. One down. Okay, now we get Genma. Genma. Here, have a bunch of rocks. Bonk. 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 Bonk.
I'm borrowing this.
Thank me later.
Stun him quickly before he goes. God damn it! He went gamer mode! Just gonna fucking run away from him until it's over. No! Get away! Get away! Get away from me. Yeah, there we go. He still takes no damage even though he's on the floor. Gameplay. Why give the enemy complete invulnerability for like a minute?
Sorry.
Are you done? Alright, he's done. Damn it! Oh my goodness. Oh crap, okay.
Leave it to me.
I'm not done yet. I'm using it.
Kill Genma before he goes invulnerable. Quickly, 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 quickly. Alright.
Stronger. Somewhere close to their limit.
Get healed, Sheeden. Why am I not locking on? There we go.
I don't have a choice.
Bonk. Bonk! Damn it.
Watch yourself. I didn't need your... Well, guess I owe you one.
Here, have a bonk. Bonk. See that.
Give up. you handle it?
I'll do this, Shiden.
Ouch.
Not yet.
What did he do? Oh, he's in gamer mode. That's what's up. Got. Nope. Nope. Dodge with the gamer mode. Let's go.
You're gonna stop me? My head feels clear.
Come on. Come on, Yuito, let's go.
At this rate,
There's nothing you can do. Give up!
Why can't you just say you want some help?
I am not alone. I killed everyone else. Get him out of here.
this is crazy. We have to stop them.
But Naomi, she needs this.
But
do you
Naomi's
mean?
dead.
What is this facility for?
That's...
You are not authorized to divulge any more information.
Alright, buddy.
Are you the government official from before? I'm sorry, I was ordered to patch him through.
Please focus on eliminating the target. We promise you fair compensation for your efforts.
Bruh.
Compensation, you do mean Naomi's safety, correct? I want a clear answer that'll stay on the OSF transmission record.
Well... Why aren't you answering? My bet is because you made this call on your own, without Major General Karin's permission. There's been a change in plans.
Oh,
I am
fuck.
canceling your assignment. Await your next orders.
Communication with Seiran has been disconnected. We're not being monitored anymore.
I can't take this anymore. I'm telling them everything.
No, I will. This place is another research facility run jointly with
The info dump for the
pharmaceuticals,
main
just like
characters.
Arashi
Here we
said.
go.
Human brains of people with powers are being brought here. A portion of them are transplanted into others to turn them into other weapons. The rest are turned into a medical solution to feed the others.
That's horrible.
Hey, are you really sure about Seiran? I know New Himuka has a lot of its own issues. It's not right that the government monitors everyone and controls all the information. But Seiran causing the uprising, that's just as messed up.
Is it?
Can we really let them get away
Is
with
it?
transplanting human brains into others? Or processing the brains into drugs?
No, we can't, obviously. That being said, there are, in fact, some people who've been forced to accept it.
Like my brother.
And then there's Kasane. People whose loved ones have been turned into others. They depend on that medication. Human-born others can temporarily regain their senses when they take that medication. Even letting them talk.
Does Karin have a family member that's been metamorphosed?
I'm gonna guess yes. It's probably
No,
his
not a
sister.
family member. Has Luca or Fubuki mentioned it?
Alice?
Yuito!
His brain is...
He spent too long in the gamer state.
Yuito?
Are you okay?
What's wrong? You look like you're in pain.
I mean, we just beat
There's
the
something
fuck
wrong
out of
with
him.
Yuito's brain. He's beginning to show signs of speech and memory impairment whenever he uses his power.
I'm okay now. The pain is fading. This is...
Damn.
Sorry to interrupt, but you need to leave now so we can call this a draw. Hurry up or the others will come.
We should leave too.
Get the
Got a
fuck
plan,
out of here.
Kasane?
Yes.
I think it is. It might be Sonic's VA. I don't know for sure, though. It sounds super
I
familiar.
heard from Haruka. It seems like a lot happened while we were gone.
If Yuito and his team left, shouldn't we be checking on a certain someone?
That's right. Naomi. I'm coming, Naomi.
Bro, if Naomi's fucking dead, I
Naomi!
swear.
Great.
We'll go check and see how Naomi's doing. What about you guys? Where are you?
We're close by, so let's meet up at Naomi's room.
Get the fuck
The
going.
first I've heard there was a communications log.
Very observant. That was just a bluff. Luckily, it fooled them.
Free items. Brr, 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 brr. Said free items. Bruh, if Naomi is Naomi, I swear, like, the game's gonna take a big ol' pivot and it's gonna be all that war with these random people. Oh, we gotta get there fast. You know what we gotta do?
Work hard.
Move fast to everyone else except for us. Are they moving fast too? You're just moving normal. Yoink. How did you get ahead of us? Alright, sis, how's it going? How's it going, sis?
I had no idea that drugs in the ampules were made from human brains.
So, you found out.
I heard a researcher. She said that Yuito and his team saw the heads.
Calm down, Naomi.
I can't do this anymore. If I had known it came from human brains, I would have told them no.
It's a cruel reality. But without these drugs, it wouldn't be possible to talk with you like this.
Yes, I know. But brains? That makes me no different from the others.
That's not true. You're still you.
Thank you. But I have to be honest. This is too much for me. I can't do it. I don't want to live if it means other people have to die.
Nope, not allowed, you're living.
Wait. I'll find a way to turn you back, so please don't give up.
I'm sorry. Please, I need to be alone.
Naomi.
You undisciplined rats. I know you can hear me. Get out of Naomi's room now.
No.
Major General Karin, you're here at the facility?
I'll tell you about the research they do here. Now get out of there so Naomi can calm down.
Let's go. I'll be back, Naomi.
I'm sorry, Kasane.
Fuck you, General Karen. I see you over there. Fuck you. Jumbo Disneyland. Motherfucker.
So, Seiron isn't as unified as I had thought.
First, I think you owe us rats an apology for stringing us along through all this.
Who owes who now?
Huh?
I don't care about an apology. Have you found a way to turn Naomi back? If she stays here, she's...
Not yet. I'll keep Naomi's psychological well-being in mind, but this facility is the best chance she has.
Even if we manage to pacify Naomi, she'll have to continue taking the ampules.
He'll be able to do it.
Why is Seiron conducting research like this? What are they planning on doing to others using human brains?
I suppose I should tell you what Seiron and Suo's true
Is
motives
it
are.
world domination?
It all comes down to how each city views others and the Extinction Belt.
The Extinction Belt.
Suo wants to eliminate the Extinction Belt to stop the others.
I mean, yeah, okay.
While Seiron believes they need the Extinction Belt.
Why?
Differing views of the Extinction Belt is the root of Suo and Seiron's conflict.
I might not agree with their methods, but I can understand Suo's position. Seiron, on the other hand...
Yeah, no, why would they need
Why
it?
do they think the extinction
Yeah.
belt is necessary? That's where the others come from.
Seiron is pursuing their counter-other research while avoiding the elimination of the extinction belt. Kagero, what do you think would happen if the extinction belt disappeared?
No idea. Why are you asking
Everyone
me?
would lose their powers.
Never mind. In any case, I don't care about what either side wants. More importantly, Kasane,
What?
what you did here was reckless.
What did I
only
do?
did what I could for Naomi.
Seiron's threats aren't just a bargaining strategy. Watch what you leak to Yuito, and be careful you don't do anything that would put Naomi in danger.
If I didn't say something, they would have said something.
That's all for now.
I had to control the
We're
flow
not
of
done here. We
information.
still have questions.
And Karen just goes snapping
Remember
going.
your roles. That will help Naomi more than anything.
He looked like he was in a hurry. I wonder if something happened.
It's painstakingly obvious that Karen is still hiding information from us.
Listen, we've just been through a lot. I think we should go back to the hideout and get some rest.
Alright.
Yes. Hold on, Naomi. I promise I'm going to save you.
I have saved them.
Welcome back, everyone.
You've come here as well.
I was afraid I might run into that government official if I went back to headquarters.
I'm sorry. Forcing the guy's hand by threatening to put him on the record must have put you in an awkward position.
His face was beet red. It was hilarious. If I saw him in person, I would have laughed right in his face.
Oh, I would have loved to see that. That bastard totally deserves it.
I can't leave Naomi there. I have to hurry and find a way to turn her back.
No, it's relaxation
Really
time,
relying
Kasane.
on
We gotta go get coffee with the
You
enemy.
don't look so well.
Hey, you better not be thinking about running off on your own to save the day again.
What?
No, don't worry.
No.
Karen mentioned that my power was connected in some way
I
to
would
saving my
never.
sister.
He did mention that, didn't he? Sure didn't make an effort or even care to explain himself, though.
I thought with everything that happened at the other research facility, Naomi would be protected if I asked him. But now, I'm not so sure. There's still so much I don't know.
That's true. But to be honest, we barely know anything about the others.
That laboratory holding Naomi has the most advanced research on them.
So, there's something I've been wondering about that place. You know that truck that you escorted? Wasn't it from Togetsu?
Yes, while there were no records, judging from its route, there's no mistake it came from Togetsu.
Considering the cargo it was carrying, I feel like Togetsu must be connected
Time
to
to
the other
invade
research somehow.
Togetsu.
You're kidding, right? Togetsu is not that kind of place.
All right. You're from there and you follow their faith.
It's a religious community that worships the moon. I've never even heard them say anything about others.
But with all that cargo they're providing, they must be connected in some way or another. Togetsu has a long history, and managed to establish a different culture from Suo or Seiron. That alone sets it apart.
I think it's safe to assume that they have information that would prove useful to us.
I've never actually considered Togetsu before, but you might be onto something given the situation.
We might find a clue there that will help Naomi.
You're really going there? You won't find much. I can honestly say I don't know of any place less exciting.
You're making me more interested, Kagero.
Let's go to Togetsu.
For real? Weren't you even listening? Karen told us not to do anything that'd upset Seiron.
We're not doing anything in Seiron. We're going to
Fully
Togetsu.
trust him. If
Come
we
on.
don't know what he knows or what he's hiding, then we don't have a choice.
Then what about Naomi? It might not be a bluff next time.
Haruka, I have a favor to ask.
I'll keep an eye on Seiron and the research facility, and contact you if there's any change.
Right, you're not gonna get there in time if they decide to. They're gonna go and stab her with a big old pole, and then she's gonna die.
Well, let's get ready to
Like-
go to Togetsu.
You're gonna be across the continent.
Oh boy, I don't like the way this is going.
Thanks, Captain. I'll see you later. Enjoy your Bozja stuff.
I want to talk to Kyoka. Hey, Kagero, what debt was Major General Karin talking about?
I don't know. Maybe he was mistaken, or he was bluffing.
I see.
Anyone in here? Yep, and you have a link event.
Someone important to Major General Karin metamorphosed too. That's what you told Yuito. Yuito said a name. What was it?
Well, it's a bit of a sensitive topic, to say the least. Sorry, but can we talk about it later? I'll talk if necessary, but I don't feel like it right now.
Wine. Let's go. There's too much we don't know, but the more information we gather, the more we can better our situation.
Karin's true motives are still a mystery.
Stop talking! I need to do the event.
All we can do is keep moving and watch them. Man, this is going to be such a pain.
Alright, Bond episode, let's go.
Alright. Everything seems to be in order.
Are you using a battle mask now? That's a good idea.
No, I don't plan on using it yet.
Really? It looks brand new.
Captain Seto left this for me.
Oh, he did?
I guess they found it when they went through his belongings, and it finally made its way to me.
I see. That's nice.
Yeah, but when I look at this, I can feel how much expectation he had for me. I'm not worthy of this mask yet. I'll use it once I'm stronger.
Don't you think he wanted you to use it right away? You say you want to wait until you're stronger, but do you even have a concrete goal?
Go do one push-up and then you can equip it.
When I'm as strong as him...
How many years will that take?
It's not going to take years. I'll be as strong as him real soon.
Put on the fucking mask,
When I
Sheehan.
was a rookie, Captain Seto would always encourage me, telling me I could succeed. I want to live up to his expectations. If I don't, then I have no right putting on this mask.
Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
I heard that someone found his fountain pen. Was that you?
What if it was?
I thought so. Thank you for that.
You don't need to thank me. I just didn't want his belongings discarded on the street.
I know exactly how you feel. But why did you let me have it?
Because you needed that pen more than I did. I saw the way you looked at it. I know you admired him.
Bro, she was crushing on him hardcore.
Wait, don't tell me you didn't even realize it.
How did you know?
It's pretty obvious. I looked up to him too, but I'm pretty sure we had different types of feelings for him.
Different how?
Figure it out yourself. They're your feelings. Ugh.
I've never given my feelings for Captain Seto any thought.
You don't need to worry about it. He's
Anyway,
dead.
I'll let you have that fountain pen. I swear, if you don't take good care of it, I'm coming after you.
You saw him die.
I'll treasure it. Thank you again. You've done a lot to help me.
Where's all this coming from? Listen, don't get the wrong idea about me.
Things can come to light even after a long time passes. I have Shiden to thank for making me realize that.
If platoon morale drops, it affects me too. So, it's not like I was doing it for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you say that again? I was a little lost in my own thoughts.
Like I'd say it again. Damn it! Besides, I bet he would have done the same thing with the fountain pen.
Really?
I know he must have cared about you too. He was a really good person. He was a great mentor admired by everyone. And someone who meant more than anything to me. I no longer have anyone that recognizes my abilities. But I'll continue working hard to someday reach his level.
If your goal is to be like him, why don't you work on your people skills too?
Says Yukasane!
I'd much rather use that time to work on my abilities. People will naturally come to me as long as I'm irrefutably strong.
No.
Then that means you're not strong enough to have people follow you now.
What's wrong with that? I know I'm nowhere near him.
It's good that you know where you stand. I suppose you're planning to work hard in order to reach his status.
Yeah. Things can't stay this way. You just wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
What the fuck?
Let's get one thing straight. You're not the one leading this platoon.
Yes, I am.
If anything, I'm letting you lead us.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
Back to the fuck
So
you
it sounds
shooting
like
status.
I'm just saying, don't be smug. Don't let it go to your head.
Back to fuck you status. Alright. Increases the recovery of his gauge. Using LB plus the button enables a combo vision in which Shiden attacks his surroundings. Got a corkboard. What the fuck is that gonna
I've
do?
learned a little more about you. However annoying that may be.
I don't know what you mean by annoying, but it's good that we understand each other better.
Alright.
Kaguro, why are you so against going to Togetsu? It's where you're from.
Let me talk to the
You're not
people.
popular, so you wouldn't understand. But I have a lot to worry about. Oh, being popular is hard.
Sorry for not being popular.
I can't imagine Togetsu is not involved in the other research. We should be able to find leads if we make contact with the Order. Bond episode, let's go!
Kasane.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm getting another headache. Okay, it's gone now.
You still don't look well. Maybe you should rest.
No, I need to clean the hideout soon. I can't cause trouble for...
Go take a
feel lot better
nap!
if you rest instead of pushing yourself in this state. Please, Kyoka.
Okay, I'll rest for a little bit then.
That's the Bond episode, me telling her to go take a
Drink one of my
nap.
special nutrition drinks. Don't worry, it hasn't expired.
I didn't join the OSF to take care of someone else. I'll leave the wrung towels here.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to worry you.
It's not so bad being looked after. Just rest up for now. We don't want our nice hideout getting cleaned up by Kyoka anyway.
Wow, look how popular she is. She got the lazy Arashi and the sour little Shiden to get off their butts and help.
Why don't you do something too, Kaguro?
What? Can't you tell, Kasane? I'm lovingly watching over everyone for her.
Anyway, we should leave her alone so she can actually get some rest. How are you feeling, Kyoka?
Brainwaves are stable. Pulse is also at normal level. No issues to report.
Uh-oh.
Kyoka, was that...
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like the old me came out again. She seems to pop out when I'm tired or concentrating on something.
Evil Kyoka.
What does it feel like to suddenly be someone else?
Well, it's not like I'm particularly conscious of it. But there's no clear distinction it's a different person from me. To be honest, I don't even know which is the real me.
That must be tough. I mean, if you can't tell anyway, why don't you just choose the one you'd rather be?
That's a good point. Thank you. You're right.
The fuck does that mean?
Good choice. Well, I feel so much better thanks to you.
Are you sure you're okay? You don't need to try to support everyone by yourself anymore. You can come to us for help sometimes.
I appreciate your concern, but I'm really okay now. Besides, I'm dying to clean. I have to scrub every inch to make up for lost time. Oh, I know. I'll cook for everyone to thank them.
She really does seem like she's doing better. Maybe I'll go do some training.
Thank you, Mama Kyoka. You're the best.
What happened here? I was only gone for a minute.
Kasane, it's Kyoka.
What about her?
She did a clean sweep. This is the end for me. You have to stop her.
Clean sweep? It looks like a tornado went through here. Shiden? What happened to you?
Kyoka said she cooked something for us. And when I took a bite, my whole body went numb. Damn it. I should have known from the way it looked.
Whoa! Wake up, Shiden!
Doing housework feels so good. Oh, Kasane! Do you even recognize the room anymore? I've also made cookies. Feel free to have some.
I'll pass.
They legally cannot show us the cookies.
That's not good. I can make you some porridge then.
I have to make sure she never does housework around here ever again. It might be bad for her health, and it's definitely bad for ours.
Her health hand.
I really admire you, Kasane. You've only been in real combat for a short time, but you lead everyone so calmly.
I think your leadership is what allows me to be so calm in a fight.
Now you're just flattering me. I'm glad to help, though. If there's anything you want to ask me about, don't hesitate.
Alright, she gets the... She gets the other one, too.
You
Cool.
might hate my meddling, but I can't stop myself from worrying about you. I'm not a fan of it, honestly, but it's not that bad.
I don't know,
as you.
but it's like sometimes it's kind of funny, sometimes it's like this is just a little odd, like uncomfortable. New products? Hell yeah. We'll get some more. 7 of those. 1 less than max. Okay, we gotta exchange what we can for the weapons. Exchange. Shooting star, exchange. Improve shooting star, exchange. I don't care, I'm not gonna be using him. I don't have enough for anything else. Oh! And that's it. Okay. Buy. I don't need to buy upgrade ones. Like, they don't do that much damage, it feels like. It feels like I'm doing everything. Alright, so Force Field increases your defense by a fair chunk. Increases my power by not that much. Increases my health. Fireproof, electric proof. Oh, slightly. Enhanced burn? Eh. Shock meh. Crush meh. Brain drive, accelerate. We're gonna try to get that. Because gamer mode is cool. Evasion, yes. Get that. And the last one is emergency temporarily invulnerability after the user takes damage. 10% SAS gauge recovery. I don't care about that. Visuals, here we go. Cyber goggles. Oh, I'm running low on money. Shit. Okay. So equipment. Why don't I have the 3rd level? Dang it. Alright, I got 21. Where do I get the 3rd equipment slot? There's one of these. Auto heal. Not really that important. There it is, additional plugin slot. And then we increase the brain drive. Defeating enemies with brain crush while brain drive is active slightly restores the brain drive gauge. Increase the time. What is this? I don't care about auto heal. Mid-air, rage, 5% for attacks, pretty good. Now this. Can we get to that? Yes. More psychic gauge. And I think... Oop, wait, right, equipment, hold on. So first things first. Let's just grab Mark IV. Evasion. Brain drive. Oop. We generally keep her out. That's the only one I can... Wait, what? Why can I only... What? Are there other people's brain maps? Do I only get one of these per person? Whatever. What do I want to put on her? We'll just keep the cat ears. Alright, who else has a Link event? None of you. Not you. Do you? You don't have a Link event. Alright. Let's go look at my messages. I got a ton. Okay, I'm sorry. I made you worry before. I have a device in my ear that lessens headaches, but I guess it wasn't enough. I didn't know that. It must be really painful normally. Oh, I made you worry even more. It's okay. They're just a little headaches. You and everyone watch out for me like you did today, Kasane. That's better than any restraining device, so don't worry about it. I wonder why Seto took such great care of that fountain pen. I can't ask him now, unfortunately, because he's dead. I heard he got it from Karen to celebrate his promotion to Septentrion. It was probably a memento. I don't think it was just a memento. It was proof that his strength was recognized. I bet he kept it to give himself confidence. I'm just kind of guessing at that. But I hope I get something like that someday too. Something that proves my strength. Do you all know your basic information on Togetsu? It's high up in Hieno Mountain, right? I know that the environment there is really harsh. Right. It's really cold and the wind is really strong, so make sure you're prepared, or you're well prepared. Thanks, Haruka. We'll head to Togetsu Order headquarters as soon as we arrive. Do you have any objectives? None here. Let's head straight for the Order headquarters. We have Kagura with us after all. That should be the quickest way to get through this. Whoa there, I'm not really... Whoa there. You're really going to count on me that much when I'm not even on board with going to Togetsu in the first place? Well, we can come back to this after we manage to climb the mountain safely. Togetsu's cargo. How are they getting their hands on so many human brains? I hate to say it, but there's a chance they're killing for them. But if they keep killing that many people, it won't be long before there isn't anyone left in Togetsu. I told you they're not like that. We're talking about a group so tiny that New Himuka allowed them to govern themselves. Kagura was right, they may have a long history, but they don't have a big population, and they seem to have always lived quietly in these mountains. Right? Even if they had something to do with the transaction of the cargo, I don't think they're involved in this metamorphosis research at all. Just being the supplier of the cargo is enough involvement for us. We should all go together and see for ourselves. Alright, time to talk to the enemies. Thank you for hearing me out the other day. I would like to speak with you again. I would like to hear your opinions on combat. Although you may be hesitant to discuss battle tactics with someone you so recently fought as an enemy, would you mind meeting at Musubi's? Sure, boss. Like I said before, we don't need to worry about our situations respective to each other. If we're talking about combat, I might be able to learn something too. I'll leave now. Like, this is just the weird part where it's like, I know we just fought to the death, but let's go get coffee.
You're not bothered.
He's got milk.
I'm just wondering if I can really offer
Some
you
milk.
anything. I mean, you're a Septentrion, and I feel like you're far more capable.
That's due to my title. Nobody will tell me their honest opinion thanks to my perceived status.
Huh, really?
That's how people generally are. To that point, I feel like you are someone who doesn't care about titles or status, and would speak her mind. When we fought the other day, I thought your instincts were excellent. That's why I wanted to hear your opinions about the way I fight.
Okay, if that's what you want, I'll be honest with you.
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Why do you even use a hammer as a weapon in the first place? You have a small frame, and you don't look like you have enough muscle. Wouldn't it be more effective to use something smaller and lighter that fits your physique?
Yeah, but
like
hammers
a
are
knife?
cool.
I see. Thank you for your input. But I think you've overlooked a crucial fact.
What do you mean?
I agree that a hammer is a big and heavy weapon that doesn't seem to match my frame. But my power is teleportation. I can close the gap the instant I swing, or move on top of an enemy's head to let gravity do most of the work. In other words, I chose the hammer because it was the best weapon that takes advantage of my power. It can also intimidate opponents with its powerful image, and it even offers a good workout when I lift it.
I see.
Oh, sorry. I got carried away there. I shouldn't argue, when I was the one who asked you to give me your honest opinion.
No, I was just impressed that you found a fighting style that matches your power.
Does it match?
But if you've established your style to this degree, there's not much
Does
point
it?
in asking for anyone's opinion.
You might be right, but I feel like I'm lacking something.
Are you unsatisfied with your current level of strength?
I'd say this is more about eliminating my weakness than wanting to become stronger. As you already pointed out, I have a small frame, and while I work out every day, I don't have enough muscles. My current fighting style compensates for these facts, but it also relies too much
The
on
question
my
is, what's
power.
like the cooldown on
I
their
think
power,
children
you
of the
know?
state like us all rely on our powers in a fight, more or less.
That may be true, but think about what would happen if you could not use your power at all. You would have no choice but to rely on your physical strength. But I would be mostly useless the way I am.
Not be able to use your power? I suppose that happening is a possibility, but that's a pretty limited situation.
Well, you never know what could happen on the battlefield. You have to be prepared for anything.
Now that's gonna happen in a
I think
battle.
it's a waste of time to worry about outliers.
You have a point. I could be worrying a little too much.
It could be because you don't believe in your own strength.
Huh?
I don't think there's any problem with the way you fight. If anything, I would say it's psychological. In other words, a lack of confidence.
How surprising. My brother said something similar to me in the past. He told me I was held captive by my own weakness. That does seem like my biggest problem. You really are perceptive. I was right to come to you.
Was anything I said helpful?
Yes. This has been very beneficial to me. You don't hold back when we talk. So I find myself wanting to talk about things I normally wouldn't. That helps me be more open with my feelings, so I can relax. May we talk again sometime?
Sure, if you're okay with me just talking like I normally do.
Of course. I'd prefer that. What you consider normal feels fresh and new to me.
What? You and your brother are both so strange. It seems like he's satisfied, though, so I guess this was okay.
I do not agree with his reasoning for why he should use the hammer, because it doesn't make sense. Like, the cooldown on his ability needs to be really fucking long for that to make sense, because every single thing I've seen is like, dagger with teleportation is like you teleport in, stab him in the side, and teleport out. And you don't need that much movement to just shank him real fast. Right? The whole like, oh, I just teleport on top of them and drop the hammer and bonk them on the head. Like, no. I mean, I guess, but like, just teleport anything. Like, just if you want that, just pick up a fucking brick. And then teleport it, bonk him on the head, and stab him with your dagger, and then teleport away. You know? Especially when your complaints are like, oh, I'm kind of weak, man. I'm a weak little babby. I have come to you for advice so many times, so I was hoping I could help you somehow. Is there anything you would like to ask about training or exercise? Not particularly. I train as much as I need to. As much as you need to. That is smart. However, I enjoy pushing myself to my limits. You may have noticed that I keep weights inside of my clothes, so I am always working my muscles. Some say this is excessive, but when I think there are muscles that I still have not trained, I can't help getting depressed. Alright, gardening. Do you remember when we talked about gardening? There's a lot I want to tell you about plants, so I hope I can talk to you in person. If you don't want to see me, you don't have to. If you don't mind seeing me, please reply. I have time, so whenever is free. Whenever's fine. Alright. If it's Because we fought as enemies, don't worry. It doesn't bother me. Things aren't great now, but we don't need to worry about the situation until we can talk alone. Come to Seiron, we can talk there. Like, this whole thing is weird. Like, listen. Listen.
Oh, Kasane,
We just fought to the death,
would you
but
like to talk about gardening?
let's chat.
Sure, if you don't mind. This is more than just herbs.
I want her on my team. Her power is
Yes.
broken.
I like growing plants because it's fun hearing their different voices.
You don't literally mean a plant's voice, right?
No, because plants can't speak. That's why the person who's growing them needs to imagine what they're saying. Over here. Follow me. I'll show you what I mean.
She's rather assertive when it comes to plants.
Looking at the flower beds in cities like this, you can tell how they've grown and what condition they're in. This flower may look like it's growing healthy, but if you look carefully, you can see the bottom leaves are changing colors. It's sick. However, the branches and roots are fine, so I think it will recover if you snip off the sick leaves and give it medicine. Oh, these are all healthy, but there is a lot of water building up here, which could cause the roots to decay. You should exchange the soil for some with better water drainage.
Are these my plants? Like,
I'm sorry. I was
they're not my
bothering
plants.
you.
You're just telling them to me. I'm not gonna do anything about
No,
them.
I'm impressed. Not only are you knowledgeable, you're perceptive enough to notice so much from their appearance.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not just from their appearance. I'm using my clairvoyance to see below the dirt.
How does
I
that
can tell
work?
everything
What?
you normally can't see, from the condition of the roots to the quality of the soil. So it's kind of like cheating.
Oh, the power is just
Well,
so
I don't think I
vague.
would call that cheating. You're
Hate
just
it.
putting your power to use.
Hate it.
Besides, your knowledge and gardening experience determine the condition of the plant, not your power.
Thank you. Oh, and of course you can garden without clairvoyance.
No, I can't. I refuse. I need
I
my
felt the
cheating
same back
abilities.
during the military exercises, but the ability to scout anywhere makes her power an important asset. On top of that,
It's Matoy's
she
VA from
understands her power
PSO2.
and
I
is
don't know
learned
who
to use
that
it
is,
well.
but I will take your
She
word
would
on
be an
it.
outstanding team member.
Yeah, I want her on my team.
Sonny?
Join my team.
What's wrong?
Abandon Yuiga. Whatever.
Tsugumi, would you come with me?
Yeah.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean just that. I want you to come to Seiron and fight alongside
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
No.
Well, it's not just for me. And I know this is a bit unfair for me to say, but I need your help for Naomi too.
No.
I'm sorry about Naomi, but I already decided I would fight with Yuito.
Even if it means having to fight me?
Yes. When that time comes...
You guys have lost like 4 times.
Alright, if that's how you feel, I'll give up on trying to recruit you. However, please don't expect me to go easy on you either.
That's okay. We'll still win.
No, you won't.
Oh, look.
What is it?
The
That
inside of
tree
this
is made
tree
from
is mostly
brains.
rotten. It's been infected by a fungus that's consumed it from the trunk to its roots.
You can't save it?
It's too far gone. If we leave it, the wind might blow it over.
In that case, I think it's best if we dispose of it now. I can use my psychokinesis to uproot it.
Just pick it up and throw it away.
Don't say it like that.
It could lead to an accident if it suddenly fell over. The tree is dying anyway. We
Yeah,
should
like,
deal
what,
with it.
what the fuck are you talking about?
This tree is alive, too. It's been sick and suffering, half dead. And you're talking about it like it's garbage.
You just said it's
You're right.
dying.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so insensitive.
Fuck you. No.
I'm sorry, too. I know you're right. It's already too late, and our only option is to cut it down.
Yeah. Just like your boy
But
toy.
that's why we need to care. This tree has watched over everyone its whole life. I think it's important for us to show it the proper respect to the end.
Yes.
Thank you for understanding. Oh, also that shrubbery over there.
She has more depth than I thought. She's quiet, but she doesn't just do what she's told. She has a hidden strength. How strange. I feel like we would really get along.
The energy I come to these streams for.
I'd like for you to pay attention here.
No!
Don't worry, I'm listening. You can talk as much as you want.
Wow, this tree is all rotten. Okay, we better get rid of it before it hurts someone. No, you can't get rid of the tree! That's bad! Like, what? You're very calm for only being in your first year, even with so little combat experience. It's amazing. You think so? The way you fight surprised me, Tsugumi. You're always so quiet, but you're ruthless in combat. How do you make the change? I don't hesitate when fighting enemies, like swatting insects. You can't avoid swatting insects if you raise plants, so I'm used to bugs. So I just treat the others like they're bugs. They're a lot bigger, though. The rescue team arrived in Mizuhagawa. Don't worry, the transport team member that told us about the truck under attack is safely recovered. Thank goodness. Did they find his other transport team members he was worried about? Well, there probably aren't any survivors. After analyzing the evidence, it's highly probable they were attacked by the members Odama turned into others. No, that's why there wasn't anyone around the truck. That's awful. Instead of just killing them, she had them kill each other. She's a twisted one, that's for sure. Twisted doesn't even scratch the surface. Damn that Kodama. Let's keep an eye out for Kodama too. We need to stay vigilant. Oh my god, there's so many messages. The Yuito from 50 years in the future said that it was the new Himuka government who turned Naomi into an other. Something's been bothering about that. What does the government get out of turning Naomi into an other? That's a good point. At the very least, turning OSF members into others in the middle of a battle doesn't make any sense. My guess is that someone from Seiron attacked. Suwa was probably taking advantage of the large other attack to try to clean it up. So you're saying everyone who went in to suppress the others entered the battlefield without knowing any of that? That shouldn't happen. I see, so the Suwa army shot special bullets that can turn people into others as a measure against the Seiron army. And Naomi just happened to be there by coincidence? Not that calling it a coincidence makes it okay. I knew that Naomi was just collateral damage, that's why I can't forgive them. You're right, Kasane, they absolutely can't be forgiven for this. The fact remains that we're going to be in constant danger. Please be careful, everyone. And we're back to the new TV episodes. Alright. How is my team's bond level still 1? What the fuck? Save. Alright. Everyone else is just chilling. Let's get going. I have to assume we are just under halfway through the game, so we'll see what happens when we go to the next phase.
We can leave after we get a little rest.
Hey, Kasane, are we positively, absolutely going to Togetsu?
Yes!
Of course we are.
Pay attention!
At the very least, we should be able to learn something about the cargo sent to the research facility.
I understand that you have bad memories of that place. This time we can make good memories of it.
Or is there some other reason you don't want to go to Togetsu? If that's the case, nobody would blame you for staying behind.
Do you want to stay behind with me?
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
Yes.
Just don't blame me if it sucks. I did warn you.
We're prepared for the consequences. Kagero, show us the way.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll stay behind. They speak of the hidden past. Alright, new zone, let's go. Iceland. Time for Iceborne.
I know they said it would be cold, but this is freezing.
I heard that it snows all year round in some areas. Don't catch your death out there.
At least there's a road. What the hell do you think Togetsu is thinking, building a city in a place like this? It's cold, it sucks, and it's a pain in the ass. I haven't even been this far on assignment before.
Who's down for turning back? Everyone? Great. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Enough of that. We already decided we're going, so stop complaining.
I think you're going to regret it.
You seem awfully opposed to this. Are you hiding something about Togetsu from us?
Yeah, I already killed all of them.
You know, maybe I'm imagining it, but it seems like you're pretty eager to get us all there.
It's something we all decided. Didn't we, Kasane?
Yes, and you agreed in the end.
I wouldn't call that agreeing. Can't win them all, I guess.
In any case, we need information, and that requires us to go to Togetsu. Now stop complaining.
It's freezing.
Just keep moving.
No more mentioning the cold.
Just block it out with your mental powers. Let's go. Naomi is fine. Who said that? I don't believe you. We have the Supernatural Life Research Facility under surveillance. Naomi is okay. There hasn't been any change so far. You don't need to worry, Kasane. That's good. Thank you for telling me. Don't worry. I'm always checking in on her. I'll let you know as soon as anything happens to Naomi. Thank you. I mean it, Haruka. I appreciate it. Alright. I mean, it's really cold would be a half-decent reason, except for the... The fuck are these little things? What the fuck are these shapes? These aren't natural. Is that a butt up there? No, it's not. It's too... Damn it. Like, it would be a reason if we didn't just, like...
I'm ready to go.
Have important things to do here. You know? Yoink. Fuck you, lol. What's over? This is the way forward, isn't it? Hold on, map. Is there a map? Map. Is there no map? You go this way. The other direction. Always go on the not forward path. Is this the forward path? Every time! Every time! You're like, oh, this isn't the way forward. Oh, but what if it is? Oh, but it isn't. Oh, but this other way is the way forward. Oh.
That other is our target.
Yoink.
The enemy is attacking
Bonk.
with electricity. You'll be shocked and
Bonk.
unable to move if it hits you.
I'll support you.
Combo Vision. As your bond deepens with your allies, you'll be able to use a Combo Vision that borrows their powers for an attack. Press LB and their button, and a vision of the ally will appear and make a special attack with their power. Activating this will use 60% of their gauge. The power is great for crushing enemies and especially effective in battles with strong foes. Hitting it also fills up the brain drive gauge. Okay, cool.
For you, Kasane.
Go, Kasane.
Attack.
Bonk. Bonk. Can I do it yet? I missed. I didn't miss that time. And it's dead.
I feel like we see each other's faces all the time.
What's hidden here? Come on. There we go. Free money. Meow. These little things are all over the place, and they're actually making me a little concerned as to what the heck these are, and if they are the souls of the dead haunting this icy ground without their bellies.
That other attacks with explosions. It's dangerous to get close.
Focus the attack.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Ah!
If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
Okay. Why?
Yes, it will. Not yet. Keep your guard up.
My turn.
That was quick.
Just kind of throw things at them, they just kill themselves. Why would I bother with anyone's power? They're just gonna get super annoying later on.
Oh, that looks like our target.
Bonk. Oh crap!
Lending your power. It's over.
Hey, watch this. Bonk. Uh-oh. Bonk. Okay, good.
Drop something rare.
Crap.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, get away from me. Get away!
Keep your guard up. Using the Shidan. Focus the attack.
Okay, that one is short range only. And like really short range. Like tiny short range. Bonk. Fuck you.
Now, let's finish it.
Keep your guard up.
Ah, crap! Fuck you.
Stun the enemy that's soaked in blood with electrokinesis. Aim for that spot.
Ah, there's so many! Bonk.
I'm borrowing this.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Why do they keep running at the explodey guys? I actually have no idea, other than the fact that they are dumb
Found our target.
and more like, ah, crap! Oh, electricity! And, don't take as much damage. Oh, what's this gonna do? Hold on. What? Alright.
It's coming down.
Complete miss! But it gives me more ammo. Please stop. Stop! Nope! What?
Are you hurt? Shouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Bonk. Ah, crap.
Not yet. It's over.
Maybe I should have gotten that heal outside of combat thing. Oh, man.
I'll follow up.
My turn.
My turn!
Can you handle it?
I'm borrowing this. Please, Kagura.
We did it. It lost.
Lost us for now.
Leave it to me.
The enemy shell is broken.
Please, die!
To attack.
Not yet.
We've grown so much.
And dead. Okay. Whew.
I hate hordes.
Alright. Back to the other path, because this looks like the way forward. Yeah, no, I'm assuming it's just because the game is like, ooh, fun. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Also, this is the first time I've seen exploding things, so... I don't know, maybe the game doesn't like... Oh, crap!
Electrokinesis might work.
Hey, get away from me.
Took all the good shots, Kasane.
They just stand there! At least they are healing themselves. Just keep throwing things at this.
Kagero's invisibility would be useful.
How would it be useful?
Keep your guard up.
Bonk.
Focus.
Oh no! I didn't want to use it here!
All right.
What's the point of it being used here?
should check it out.
Ah, what a waste. Waste of the game drive. It's one of the big things I don't like, is that I can't control this mode. It would have been so much better if it was just like hit the back and turn the mode on. But instead I'm wasting the entire thing.
Is this really the place? I don't think there's a city out here.
There's no mistake. Togetsu is at the peak of Hino Mountain. It's mostly deserted because of the harsh environment.
Like there's a fifth of it gone.
Leave the world behind and live for the teachings. I love the world, though.
I can see the bad guys behind it.
Good grief, I'm not looking to improve myself here.
Damn.
Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, is it behind this one? Like, there's half of the gauge gone, and I'm not even gonna get the fucking real state. Like, come on. Come on. Give me something to fight. Something to fight. An enemy.
It's only natural for you to rely on me.
Alright, well I unlocked the true state, so we can just find something to kill and use it on it, and then have fun with it. Like these guys, look at these things.
That other is our target.
Like, the music is so much better when you're in this state, too.
I can't waste time.
Not this music, the in-between one.
I'll crush you with my field. The trash needs to be taken out. There's nothing you can do. Give up.
Come on, come on. Next. Oh. Boo! Boo! Like, it would be such a cooler ability if I could save it for, like, actual fights that are important. But whatever. Like, there's gonna be a boss right behind this wall!
We managed to break it.
Yeah, look at this boss arena!
Forward now.
Eat this, bitch. Bonk! That did like nothing to that thing. Oh crap!
Using the Sheeta.
My turn!
Seems to be the spot. The enemy is attacking the glitch.
Ow!
You'll be shocked and unable
Ow,
to
no!
hit you.
Keep your guard up.
I found our
At
target.
the very least, it's hitting the enemy too. Whoop!
I have to do something.
Come on. Bonk! Oh my god.
It got me. I'm not done.
Come on.
There's a weakened member.
Come on, get knocked over, please. This thing is just so fucking strong. Alright, it's dead after this. Boom. Spank it on some butt.
I'm going to become stronger than anyone else.
Alright, that's both of those. the very least, I have like actual AoE attacks.
It dropped something rare.
Alright. Free item up there, don't forget that. Oh. Before it was the allies running into the explosions, now it's me just standing still letting them run up to me as I beat on a big old goat. Maybe I'm the bad one, and they're just mimicking me.
Like pillars or statues. What are they?
You see the live, snowy areas where others are. No one knows how they're formed yet, though.
Ah, they're the frozen souls of the others.
It's not surprising. It's so cold I can't think.
And each one I kill is another other that's gonna come kill me. Alright. Save here. Real quick. I speak for the trees. Do I have... No, we don't have it. I wanted, we have some of these. Let's just grab a couple. What I wanted was, like... What are they? This thing. But... Oh, wait. Oh, that's SAS refueling. Never mind. The brain field drive. Which I'm pretty sure just puts you in the brain state.
I didn't really have time to research Togetsu before we left.
I don't know much about it either, other than the fact that the Togetsu faith is headquartered there. How big is the city?
Like 7 people?
Technically, it's not a city. It only has the facility for the faith itself. It's full of weirdos with creepy obsessions about the moon. Honestly, the place was a nightmare.
I don't think you should be calling them weirdos. People are free to believe what they want. You might not have many good memories, but I think it's important for you to make an effort to understand them.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The blizzard is kicking up. Haruka, what's the weather supposed to be like around here?
That's strange. It should be clear and sunny according to the data. There aren't any readings of a blizzard.
Someone's fucking with the weather.
Oh, I'm reading another. Closing in from the front. A big one. Be careful.
What is that, boy?
Is that other causing the blizzard?
Yes. Alright.
I'm freezing. My body won't move. This blizzard makes it even colder. We have to finish this soon. The other's body is covered in ice. We should break it.
Oh. Nope.
Too slow.
Yo, this thing's got so much health. There it is.
It was foolish to face me.
My turn.
Soaking wet.
How could I?
How could you get hit? Come on, man. It's gonna cover itself again. Nope. Shit.
So annoying. That was close.
Ah, crap.
Kasane, those fast-moving water columns are rough.
What?
Use my power to get through them.
Okay.
There's a member down. Please go support.
Yeah. I'm on it. Oh, no, damn! Ah!
Damn.
Where there's light, there's hope.
How could
The attacks to the outer shell are working. I'll try to break it.
Gotta get more of my fucking juice. There we go. I'm aware. Fuck. I got caught on a statue! Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, she's down.
There's a weakened member.
Okay, baited over here. Oh, she get her up anyway. Yoink.
The attack hit the enemy's outer shell. You might be able to break.
What? Nope. I gotta get more psychic gauge. Nope. Crap.
I'm borrowing this.
Make it good.
Some are close to their limit.
There, have some all. Oh, here we go. Now we're in the mode.
The enemy shell is broken. Kasane, now's the time to attack. The enemy is stunned. Now's the time. I'm using it. Not yet. Great try.
Alright, right near the end we'll use the super gauge. Now. Oh wait, he's going underground. Come back upstairs soon, please.
Track you down and kill you. The trash needs to be taken out. Take this. There's nothing you can do. Give up.
Come on. Can it not break?
I feel power bubbling up inside me. I'll track you down and kill you. Die, die, die!
Oh fuck, oh fuck. 5 seconds. Get out of there.
Leave it to me. I'm borrowing this. I'll follow up.
Stun, get stun. Crap.
Thanks for the help. I don't want to move. Not yet.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, it has one hit.
Damage to outer shell confirmed. Break it.
bonk.
Shell is broken. Attack now.
It was thanks to my power.
Fuck you, Sheedan. Eat it. Crap.
There's a weakened member.
Nope.
Are you hurt? Shouldn't be.
Kagero. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Nope.
You should leave it to me.
Can you handle it?
You got this, Kasane.
Some are close to their limits.
Fucking.
There's a member down. Please go support.
Should we push it?
Get away, get away, get away. Bait them away. Okay, revive. Ow! Are they dead again?
Now's
No.
not the time to rest. Guess slacking off is out of the question. The attacks to the outer shell are working. I'll try to break it. That punch is stupid strong. If you stay in its space too long, you'll catch one.
Nope.
I'm borrowing this. Leave it to me.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! Die!
Enemy is stunned and can't move.
There we go.
Too easy. Now, let's finish this.
Bonk. Poof! I'm soaked and I don't want to move. It's basically the entire thing of how they handle water power. Like, I'm too tired to move.
Always amazed at the variety of others.
Eh.
What exactly are others?
Who knows? Could be the twisted work of evolution.
The souls of the
How far
damned.
is Togetsu? Isn't it
Ooh.
dangerous that these others are appearing so close?
Others feed on humans, which there aren't a lot of here, so they really don't have that much of an incentive to attack.
New Himuka probably approved Togetsu's religious state because of this location.
Let's hurry on ahead while we still have the chance. We don't want to run into another one. Also, I'm starting to freeze like Arashi.
Yeah, after getting splashed by the water. Now we're all gonna
Hey,
get
Kagero,
chilled.
where are you going? What's over there?
I thought I'd say hi to an old friend. I want to know if anything's changed since I was here last. Sorry I won't be able to show you around, but you guys should go on ahead.
No, fuck you! Get the fuck back here!
Don't worry, I've come this far. I'm not going to turn around and leave now.
No, I don't trust you.
Well, see ya.
I do not trust you.
Never
Get the
take me
hell over
serious.
here.
I was hoping Kagero would stick around to introduce you, since no one knows you there.
Yeah, for
It's
real.
fine. We'll just have to do it ourselves. I hope they let
The
us
convenient,
inside.
like, alright, time to be strangers. Like, the guy is just gonna
What
go,
is it,
nah, I'm
Chika?
gonna go say hi to my bestie.
Oh, it's nothing. We should get going.
Turns out he was a traitor, but then he was double traitor. Where am I going? Over here? No. This way.
Are you okay, Kyoka? Oh, sorry.
I keep hiccuping, too.
I just have a little headache, like I always do. Well, don't work too hard.
What's this one gonna be?
Let's fly.
Oh! Yeah!
Looks like it dropped something.
Yeah! Rolling around at the speed of sound. I got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. What a fucking dumb power.
This is pretty good.
Alright. Let's save the game again. So dumb. Oh wait, can I go grab another one? Just drive it into this area, you think? Also, what the fuck is this? Like, what actually... I just noticed, what is this? What is that? What? Where did this come from? Go back and find another skateboard. Oh, I missed this. Good thing I went back. Oh, let's bring a skateboard in here.
Now.
Exploding others are a real pain. Keep your distance or you'll get caught in the blast. That seems to be the spot.
I'll kill you!
Kasane, I think my hypervelocity will be effective.
I don't know. I think forklift is pretty effective.
Now.
Oh, come on.
It'll work.
It's down. Let's finish it.
Beep beep! Beep beep!
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits
It was a front end loader, yeah. I didn't look at what it was before I said it. Alright. Bonk!
Aim for that spot. The enemy is stunned. Now's the time.
There! Grab it! There!
That was a great...
Now we go in.
I can do this.
Attack!
Kasane, finish it in this brain field.
My head feels clear.
And now we're free. Yeah, we're free. All that for a little box of 3 upgrade materials. Bonk, bonk. Alright, let's get going, and let's go to the fucking... Yeah, let's go to the binding coils again.
Let's fly.
Let's get out of here. I need more stuff like this. Like, they added this the second time they've added something like this. And the first was a bus. No! It's a wall! They just put a wall in the way. Boo!
There are resource readings in the area. I'll leave the pickup to you.
Let's save again, because I just did a bunch of stuff. I would if they improved, like, the actual visual, what's it called? Like, mechanic readability.
The enemy
Fuck
shell
you.
is broken. Kasane, now's the time to attack.
Although if I want that, I would just go do more Ukov again. And I beat that, so I'm all good. Ah!
Need to get better.
I heard it, and I didn't do anything.
Enemy is stunned. It dropped something rare.
Use my power, Kasane.
Bonk. Get away from it. Oh! Bonk. I think they're the ones setting it off.
Be careful.
Yeah, I think they're the ones that are blowing it up, not me. I'm just knocking it down. Get away.
Choka's duplication should be useful.
Is it?
Not yet.
Come on, over here.
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
Bonk. Ow!
Believe this.
Guys, drag the thing over here. Okay, you know what? I won't bother. Just do that.
To be the spot.
Fuck!
Using the Shidan.
Good grief, I'm not looking to improve myself here.
Come on.
Leave it to me.
Oh! Ah. Go down. Yeah.
Now's the time. That was a good one.
Oh, I can feel the increased timer for dodges. And bonk.
I'm using it. I'll follow.
I'll support you.
Come on. Yeah, there we go. And it's dead. Alright. Think we're good here. And then we go to Cubeland.
Good. We managed to break it.
Thing's
We'll be able to
huge.
go forward now.
It's gonna be like, oh yeah, we're artificially creating brains, or there's thousands of people in there or something. That's where the population of the world is. In the cube. It's the Matrix.
Good. We managed to break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
Alright, we're almost there. Like, what actually is this thing? And again, how do you get in front of us every time? Alright, let's see. What? What is this near raid?
Lady Kasane.
Our treasure.
What?
You have finally returned.
Sorry, what?
What's going on? Why would I be your treasure?
What?
That's quite a welcome they're giving you.
I don't know, it's still unsettling. They're like robots.
Shidan, don't be rude. I'm sure it's just their custom.
Either way, this is a pretty excessive reception. You have any idea why they do this?
Fuck no.
I've never been involved with the Togetsu faith in any way.
You would understandably not remember. However, you are originally from Togetsu.
From here?
Yes. You were born with an incredible power. This drew the interest of New Himuka, and they abducted you.
I don't know what you're up to, but you're lying. My parents were killed by others when I was young. That's why the Randall family took me in.
That was the lie they told
I
you.
understand your disbelief. However, those of us in Togetsu have not forgotten you for even a single day. We stood fast, having faith you would return to us one day.
This is getting us nowhere. We came here to ask questions.
The brains,
Let's
please.
scratch the formalities. We want to know about the brains you've been trading to Seiron.
Yes, we must tell you the truth. However, we will share it only with you. I am terribly sorry, but I must ask you to come with us alone.
Sure.
No. Whatever you tell me, I'm going to tell them anyway. So why don't you save us the time and just talk to us here?
Oh, hello.
Kyoka? But your clothes are different, so it's not duplication.
Sorry, what? Yeah, what?
There's another fake Kyoko over here. What's going on? Let me go!
What the hell?
Clones? How is this happening?
What's going on? Kyoka, did you know?
I'm sorry, Kasane.
Why would you do this to me, Mommy Kyosei? Come on.
This feeling. I felt it before.
Why? Is this why you're bad at housework?
Good
Come on.
night, Kasane. May you have the most pleasant dreams.
Well... And this is why he didn't want to come.
Congratulations, Kasane. You're finally awake.
Oh, we're an anime now. Maybe not.
Kasane? Kasane!
Who's calling my name?
Oh, this is when she was a kid.
Look at that. It's a puppy. Isn't that just the cutest thing?
Show me like some demon.
I think he's simply adorable. Wouldn't you agree?
A puppy? I feel so safe and warm.
This is my
Do
real
I
mom.
know this woman?
Oh fuck, she's dead.
They killed him. The puppy. That's right. I remember.
How convenient that everyone that's not important is wearing
We
these
were
weird
always
masks.
together. My beloved friend. They killed him. They
Oh.
killed him right in front of me.
To awaken the power.
No change. Her
Yep.
power failed to trigger. It seems the pet's death is not a sufficient enough shock.
They're gonna kill the mom.
Kasane is just a child. Do you think emotionally torturing her will actually save the future?
The design children were created for that purpose. She is not a failure like you. We need the red strings to reset this mistaken universe and bring about the proper future.
We don't need to reset anything. This world is fine the way it is.
You sure about that?
It's Mother. So warm and kind. She always protected me. How could I have forgotten? No, I don't want to remember. This feeling. What is this?
She's going to die in the next scene. And she's also the one who's telling her to hold the red
She has
strings.
been a complete failure. I had thought making her an attendant would at least prove somewhat useful. I guess enough time has passed. We'll use this next.
That's right.
Called it.
I knew it.
You should feel honored, you failure. You will become the foundation of a new era.
They killed Mother.
I'm sorry, Kasane. Please find happiness.
That's right. That's the day I lost her. The one who raised me. My mother. I'm an artificially created psionic?
She's got the fucking cat ears in this flashback. Cat ears are canon.
This red strings power. head.
Oh, that wasn't a flashback, damn it.
Where am I? Was that a dream? No, that wasn't a dream. It was memories of a forgotten past. Where am I?
Oh, they put me in the blood pool. I see.
I knew it. They locked me in. Maybe I can break through somewhere. Who's there?
Lady Kasane, I have brought you fresh clothing.
Huh?
Hey!
What's going on?
Whoa, chill. Don't get your panties in a bunch, Kasane. It's just me, good old Kagero. What kind of princess attacks their Prince Charming when he comes to rescue her?
Your decision to run off just before we entered Togetsu was pretty suspicious. What do you know? Are you planning on betraying us like Kyoka?
I just got the ball level 3 with Kyoka, come
I wouldn't
on.
be here to rescue you. Why don't you calm down and use your head? I told you you'd regret coming here. Anyway, I'll explain later. This place is bad news. It's way worse than the last time I was here. Also, and I haven't a clue as to why, but it seems like
why?
Yuito's here too.
Yuito? That's not good.
Oh, they dragged the real main character
They're
here
after my
somehow.
red strings, which means they'll probably target him too because he has the same power.
Then I guess we'll have to save him too. This really puts a damper on my plans. Can't believe I have to sneak past their defenses, meet up with Arashi and the others, and also warn Yuito about the danger. Anyway, I'm going to use my power to turn us invisible. They'll figure out you're gone right away, so we don't have much time. Let's go.
Do you know where Yuito is?
We'll know
This
where you,
fucking
Arashi, and everyone
hole!
else is if we use Bane.
There's just a hole in the floor. That seems dangerous.
It's the city computer that integrates all information in Togetsu. It's like Arahabaki and New Himuka.
Also, yeah, like for real, what is this, like, near moon colony?
Kasane? Thank God you're okay. I can't contact Arashi and the others.
Also, I can't run. He's running ahead. I can't run.
We can unlock all these doors from Babe's terminal. Let's hurry.
I can't believe the fucking thing is named Babe. Hello? Oh, it's another pre-made kit. Alright, let's go. Fucking Babe. Hey, Babe! Open the door!
Kasane, I found Yuito. You see that door? It leads to the city computer Babe.
We should follow them inside.
No, we gotta save our party first.
Oopsies, it's locked.
They're in the boss fight.
They won't be able to hear us from in there. We'll have to wait until they come out.
Are you serious? Think about what they just did to you. He probably wouldn't be able to answer even if he could hear you.
What do you mean?
Babe is a super top secret facility. They're not just gonna go ahead and let some outsider in so easily. But if they used it as bait... Oh, I see. Those wily bastards.
What is it? Tell me.
I'm thinking that a computer belonging to the city would be fully capable of hijacking any mind that accesses it. That'd be the fastest way for them to get to Yuito's power.
Then we have to break down this door right now.
Whoa, 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 wait a second. We'll be found too. That's probably the worst thing we could do. There's gotta be another way.
Nope,
I know.
only one way.
I might be able to force a brain talk connection from here.
Can you hear me, Yuito? Yuito! Yuito!
This feels like an SAS.
Yuito! Are your thoughts leaking? Are you trying to connect to Babe?
What is...
It's too late.
My body!
Is his brain really being hijacked like Kagero said? Stop! What you're doing is too dangerous. Cut the connection now! Can you hear me, Yuito?
Kasane? It seems like they were trying to hijack my brain. Thanks for disconnecting me.
He's talking to his team while I'm still connected. I think he's safe now.
Yuito, I forced myself in because I was nearby.
Kasane! You're in Togetsu too?
How convenient!
Before that, thanks for saving me.
Instead of thanking me, why don't you help me? Arashi and the others have
All of your enemies that keep trying to assassinate you are in jail. Please help me, your main assassin.
Which one? Are you in Bates Terminal? I want you to try to unlock all the doors in Togetsu from there.
Okay, I'll try.
Wait, if he unlocks everything...
Alarms?
Guess that was to be expected.
You opened the prison too!
Kasane? Arashi? Good. I can finally get through to you.
Seems like you're okay.
I'm glad you're okay too, Shiden. Let's rendezvous. I know where you are, so just wait for me to get there.
Hey, I'm not some kind of lost child.
I'll take care of the lost little boy. Hurry up and get us.
Alright, prison break, let's go.
Looks like you two aren't hurt.
Of course not. I was more worried about you, but it looks like you're fine.
Thanks to Kagero. I'd still be locked up if it wasn't for him.
I guess it means your shady lone wolf nature came in handy.
Guess so. Now, as much as I'd love to stick around for this touching, heartwarming reunion, time is of the essence here.
You're right. We should try to escape in all this confusion.
What's all that commotion anyway? Is that because of us?
Oh no, Yuito's also here.
Platoon. I don't know what they're doing, but they're in Togetsu too. We were able to save you thanks to them, though. Then I'd like to thank them.
Nope, we're out. See you later. And the ice wall's back.
I thought Kyoka even was so innocent and didn't have a dishonest bone in her body.
I can't believe she's a Togetsu spy. You didn't meet her before, Kagero? No, never. Residents of Togetsu almost never communicate with each other.
How am I gonna get her back now? Because, like, they're gonna take away that power and leave me with 3? Handicap me?
Good. We managed to break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
Alright, what's up here?
Phew, looks like we made it out. Man, my invisibility power really saved the day.
I'll admit that invisibility is useful, but doesn't it make you uneasy to have nobody notice you?
No.
Right? You totally get me. That's why I like to shout after I use my power.
You're
Our
retarded.
impulses. We're still in enemy
It's so
territory.
dumb.
What if someone finds us?
Oh, I go invisible and then I yell for everyone to see me. Ho ho!
Found us. Right, Kyoka?
So you noticed me.
Please let me explain.
What are you doing here, Kyoka?
I was already on alert when Kagero disappeared. Unfortunately, an unexpected visitor caused me to fall behind. I can't let you leave. We need you to reset this mistaken universe.
Alright, so this is the evil, like, main mind, but we were friends with the other mind.
Wait a second. Explain what's going on.
Right. Why did you betray us?
It was all to undo past mistakes. That's why we need you, Kasane.
Come on.
Cool demeanor. Just like the Kyoka I met so long ago. My mission always comes first.
You're mine. I'm borrowing this.
Nope.
Using the Shiden.
Bonk.
Do something. That was close.
She's not taking any, like, stagger.
Can you handle it? Please, Kagura. I'm borrowing this.
Oh my god, she interrupted it. There's too many. Bonk. Bonk. Damn it.
I'm not done yet.
Come on.
Some are close to their limit.
Please, Kagura.
Alright. She doesn't take a lot of damage because you're supposed to break their crush gauge, which is the yellow gauge. But, like, it's also just a matter of she's not getting staggered, like, at all, because fancy animations. So I can't combo her for the big damage at the end of the combo chain. Ow.
Make it good.
Crap. That's it, okay.
Work hard. I'm using it.
Also, electricity doesn't work. Also, I think I'm underleveled. I can't be sure.
You got this, Kasane.
Nope. I'm. Oh, come on.
I'm borrowing this.
Come on, come on. Bonk. Bonk. Also, I'm hitting the clones, which, in theory, I guess is supposed to, like, break them and make them go away, but she's just summoning new ones. And because she's also ranged, she's outranging me. Yeah, I need more skateboards, that's right. Ah, crap. Oh my gosh.
Make it good.
Like, the only power that's helping is invisibility.
Can you handle it?
Oh, she's in the gamer mode now.
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
Watch yourself.
I'm using it.
Like, look at all the fucking clones she's got. Okay, ow, 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 ow.
You got this, Kasane.
Is that enough? Nope. Not enough yet. Almost. I'm not even full way through this stupid gauge. My drive. My turn! Oh my god, I've used so much healing. Because she just doesn't stagger. Nope, 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 nope. And like some of these attacks aren't dodgeable. Like dodgeable.
Let's make this quick. Make it good.
Alright, this should be it then. Why am I not... What? Okay, that works. There we go.
Kyoka!
There's too much stress on her brain.
It's gonna pop.
Stop! This is not... I don't know these theories. These memories aren't mine. I'm not Pope.
She's the future Moon Pope!
Have your memories been manipulated?
I wouldn't put something like that past Togetsu.
Kyoka, you have to remember, you're Kyoka Eden, our teammate.
I'm not sure that's going to work. If what I think happened really did, Kyoka's consciousness is the one that got tacked on after.
I don't know how much you know, but she's trying to fight whatever they did to her memory.
Yeah, if she...
You can do something, help her.
You want to help her even though she's a Togetsu spy?
Yeah, she's our mom.
Oh, stuff it, Kagero.
She's the team
I wanna
mom.
get my teammate back.
Yeah.
Kyoka. No. Major Kyoka. I'm losing sight of who I am as well. But so many memories are helping me piece myself together as Kasane Randall. One of those memories is you welcoming me into Kyoka Platoon. You're Kyoka Eden. You're the commander who made me who I am.
Kasane! Everyone!
Are you okay?
Sorry. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you.
Kyoka, I'm so relieved. You're back.
Not so fast. As much as I'd like that to be true, she could just be pretending.
Arashi! I thought you wanted to bring Kyoka back!
Sorry, but I'm not an idealist posing as a realist like you. I'm skeptical precisely because I want her back.
Yes. You're right to be skeptical. I really am a spy for Togetsu.
Since when? How long have you been deceiving us?
Since the beginning. I'm a Togetsu spy sent in to infiltrate Suo. We needed to awaken Kasane's power in order to fulfill Togetsu's agenda. My orders were to secretly protect Kasane, help her grow, and then lead her back to Togetsu once her red string's power was awakened.
I see.
If you're planning on putting your espionage behind you, then I want you to tell me something. Who is Pope? Does it have to do with the way you acted?
I am the Pope!
I have the memories of Dr. Hitoyo Pope, the neuroscience expert and founder of the Togetsu faith.
What?
I used to be Dr. Pope herself a long time ago. But as I spent my years as Kyoka's memories began to build on each other, and they continued to grow stronger every day. It was only a matter of time before her personality took hold. Kasane, I didn't protect you because I was ordered to by Togetsu. I loved you. I loved you and everyone else on the team. Honestly, I loved everything about my life as Kyoka Eden. I knew this day would come, but I prayed so hard that it wouldn't. I had always hoped that your red string's power would never awaken. Not that you would believe me.
God.
Whether we believe you isn't important. What do you want to do?
Aging drugs mean she could be like 1,000 years old.
She said you should only answer if you thought you're done being a spy. And you did. Are you planning on going back to Togetsu and spy for them again?
What is it that you want to do? You still haven't told us yet.
I am one of the design children. A clone that was created to carry out my mission. That was all I was required to think about. Failure means death. That used to be everything to the old me. But now it's different. Now, I have something I want to do. I can't be sure how much I can hold back Pope's consciousness. There's no guarantee that I'll be able to suppress it. So, being with me might put everyone in danger. I know what I did is unforgivable, and that I'm in no position to ask you for anything, but... this is where I want to be, with all of you. I want to protect Kasane. I want to protect all of you, because you gave my life meaning.
This is a little much,
I
but
believe
okay.
you. I couldn't imagine that the warmth and kindness I've witnessed from you were all lies. You may be a little nosy from time to time, but that's just who you are.
Yeah, that's the Kyoka I know. If that was an act, then we deserve to be tricked. And don't worry, if this Pope ever does come out, I'll put you out of your misery. You can be assured of that.
So basically, you're saying you'll kill her if she betrays us. That's kind of scary.
Shut up.
It's nice you could joke about it. But unlike Kyoka, who told us everything, you haven't done anything to earn our trust.
Ouch, that hurts. You know, I'm the one who saved Kasane. Look, we can talk about me once we get out of here. I'm guessing they'll send more people after us when they realize Kyoka is missing.
That's true. Well, let's hurry then. Come on, Kyoka. You too. Nobody here objects, so obviously you're coming.
Thank you, all of you.
I wonder why I'm so obsessed with the term design children.
Because I am also a design child.
I'll have to ask about it again later.
Obviously. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh wait, there's a whole bunch of messages.
Sorry I made you worry too, Haruka. That's okay. All I could do was watch, but I'm glad you came back. Welcome home.
There's a whole bunch of messages I got. Okay. Arashi and Shiden are being held somewhere in Togetsu. Okay, that's whatever. The drug I just gave you was something that clouds the mind. It's the same drug they were giving you when you were in Togetsu. That doesn't mean I can tell you not to worry about it. I'm really sorry. My time in Togetsu is slowly coming back to me. You don't need to apologize anymore. Let's start thinking about what we need to do next. Alright. So the drug makes me remember. Bonk. Alright, what next?
Kasane, I'm getting multiple human.
Oh great. Time to kill Yuito again.
I believe it's Yuito platoon.
Copy that. Seems like they made it out too. Would be nice if we could exchange information with them.
We never found out anything about the brains.
Hear me?
Kasane! Oh, I'm glad you're
We came here to find out about the fucking heads and brains. What the hell?
Yes, but we're closer to Togetsu than you, and we're still running. Let me make a suggestion. You learned something in there, right? Why don't we exchange intel? And we have a lot to talk about.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing.
Good, that settles it.
We'll be waiting halfway up Hino Mountain.
Roger that. See.
If we're exchanging information, what are we gonna tell them about Kyoka?
I think we should tell them the truth. I just feel we'll regret it later if we try to hide it. Besides, there's something about Togetsu I haven't been able to tell you yet. But let's wait until we meet up with Yuito and
Aha, I was a double agent all
I'd be
along.
lying if I said I wasn't curious to know what it is.
Triple agent.
But yeah, it'll be more efficient to hear it then.
Well, let's head their way then.
Alright, let's go. Speed is the name of the game now. And there it
Got a
is.
nearby resource reading.
Oh, that looks like our target.
Now. It's over. Drop something rare.
Keep your guard up. It's over. Keep your guard up.
Your finisher was good, Kasane. Damage to outer shell confirmed.
See you later.
This is pretty good.
I think a whole bunch of stuff there. Oh man. The reality is I'm a wild card? Oh no. Is this the area? This is the area. This is the boss
It's
arena.
Yuito platoon. Let's go.
Kasane!
Time for murder!
Looks like all of you made it out okay.
I was able to rescue them thanks to your help.
I should be thanking you. I would have been taken over by Babe if you hadn't been there.
Hey, babe.
Hey, Kasane. You're not going to try and kill Yuito again, are you?
Oh yeah, right there.
I already told you. She was the one that saved me.
I know. But I want to hear her say it.
You have all the right in the world to doubt me. In fact, I don't blame you for it either. Yes, I think it's best to talk for now. We should talk and find a better solution, rather than just forging ahead on assumptions.
Suns out, guns out, let's
It
go.
took me too long to come
Time
to
to
this
fight.
decision, and I apologize for that.
Something's different about you.
Oh, we're combining teams
Can you
now,
tell
aren't
me
we?
what happened? Why did you try to kill me?
I know this will sound ridiculous, but please hear me out.
So my power affected the Kunad Gate.
So you knew.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. So, the me in the future... I guess I just wasn't able to end it myself. How lame.
Do me a favor and just,
That's
like,
not true.
kill yourself right now. Just
What you
take
and
that
Matt
sword,
done was great.
swink, and then the
And
whole
you
game
now is
ends.
special too.
I have to admit, I never thought you'd be complimenting me. Thanks. That makes me feel a little better. I'm proud I have the same power as you.
That reminds me. How is your brain doing? Has it settled down at all?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm getting by. I told you not to worry.
Liar. He's trying to keep us from worrying, just like Naomi.
All right, we should exchange intel.
Yeah, so the plot of the game is literally the two main characters have the same power, and when they use them at the same time, they made a fucking black hole that is slowly eating the world, and until one of them dies, aka him,
Yes.
then
I'm a clone made in
the
Togetsu.
world is gonna just end in
My
like
genes
50
come
years.
From the founder of the Togetsu faith. Dr.
That's the plot so
Hope.
far.
The city is filled
But no
with
one
chosen
telling us the
psionics, designed from the same genetic data as me. We are the children of Togetsu.
Again, this term design children. I know I've heard it somewhere before.
They called you a
It was
design
when I
child,
gained the memory
Kasane.
of Mother. Yes. She said I was made.
I see. I guess that's why Kyoka and Dr. Pope look the same. We were shocked when we saw Dr. Pope's vision in the Togetsu facility.
I hate to ask this, but if she was one of the Togetsu followers...
Yes, Kyoka was a spy. She was spying on Kasane. But that's not the case anymore. She decided to live as one of us. I vouch for Kyoka. She's definitely not our enemy.
Yeah, I believe you.
What? That was fast.
The way Kasane looks at Kyoka is proof enough. Though, that's kind of an embarrassing way to put it. Honestly, I don't know much about Kyoka, so I can't really make this decision myself. But I do know Kasane. I wanted to talk to her to decide what to do, and I thought it was best to trust her.
Not just that, but it's also like, yeah, every single day,
Then I trust the
it's just
people she
getting
does.
worse. Like that black hole's growing
There's
bigger.
no need to get so riled up. You know very well this is the
And I
kind
still
of
want to go
person
inside of
Yuito
it.
is. Yeah,
They
but
told
just
me I
remember
can't,
how
but I want to
stupid
go
it
in.
is.
Hey, Kasane. If Kyoka is one of the design children, does that mean you are too?
Yes.
What? What are you talking about?
In Togetsu, we saw design children with the same face as Kasane's.
Yes. I probably am.
That's a weird way to say it. This is the first I've heard of this. Care to extrapolate?
I remembered a little from when I was a child in Togetsu. I remembered Mother. From what I recall, I was told I was one of the design children. It only just came back to me, so it doesn't feel real. That's why I said it like that.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It must be a painful memory for you. You look so sad. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
You're very kind, Hanabi. But of course you should have asked. Don't worry about it. And thank you.
You're so nice to her, Kasane.
Really? I wasn't trying to be. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask about?
Yeah, there is. If you know anything about humans coming from the moon, I'm hoping you can tell me more about it.
The what?
Huh? Did you hit your head or something?
Oh, so you guys don't know about this?
Wait, what he said is true?
Yes.
All right. I guess we should explain what we've been told.
So don't tell me the others are humans from the moon that are trying to land and fucking dying. Oh boy. I'm talking to you. You know everything.
It was after the first colonists from the moon arrived on Earth that the extinction belt suddenly appeared. Because of its appearance, they were no longer able to contact the government on the moon.
No, we didn't learn anything about the brains at all.
So,
like, they were like, oh, we'll tell you about the brains, come on, and then they drugged me.
There are people on the moon too?
Okay, cool.
The first colonists from the moon were led by Yakumo Sumeragi. What they established on Earth later became known as New Himuka. It's hard to believe, I know.
Okay.
The people who colonized the moon began a major cleanup effort to save the polluted Earth and make it habitable again.
Look at this fucking exposition dump.
They spent nearly 1,000 years on the project.
Oh, this is just totally near.
Apparently, human beings colonized the moon over 3,000 years ago because the Earth's environment wasn't livable anymore. It's so long ago, it feels like a fairy tale.
It may be hard to believe, but apparently our ancestors moved here from the moon 2,000 years ago.
We learned all of this after looking through Togetsu's archive, so I honestly don't know if we should really believe all of it.
So...
But if you were a Togetsu spy, Kyoka, you would know if this is true or not.
Yes, that's indeed what we were
Yeah, we need
taught.
Piccolo on speed dial
But
for
if that
sure.
was also part of the conspiracy,
For
then...
sure.
Actually, no. It's true. It's all for real.
What do you mean, Kagura?
Tsugumi, don't look at me like that. I can't stand it when you look at me like that.
Kaguro, there's a lot I want to ask you. But for now, tell us about history as Togetsu sees it.
Why has this become an anti-pollution too?
Right, about that. The faith. That's all a lie. Just a way to get Togetsu independence. Besides, the place is mostly made up of design children.
I must say, it didn't look like a religious establishment to me. So does that mean that you are one of the design children as well, Kaguro?
Now, I said mostly, didn't I? I'm a colonist from the moon.
I knew it!
Real. Even if there actually were colonists from the moon, that would have been 2,000 years ago.
Cold sleep.
Yes, exactly. A few dozen colonists are being kept in cold sleep in a Togetsu facility. They wake us up in turns to check on the state of the Earth, and then we're supposed to contact the moon.
Hold on. Does that mean you're from the same generation as Yakumo?
Look, I don't expect you to believe me right away or anything, but it's the truth. The people of New Himuka wanted to live on Earth, so those that wanted to return to the moon made Togetsu. Togetsu doesn't care about New Himuka or Seiran. They're an egotistical lot that wants to return to the moon instead of living on this crappy, other-filled planet. But as long as the extinction belt is there, they can't go back. Not only that, there's news that others are attacking the moon too. So they got to thinking, what can they do to save their homeland and escape Earth? They need to make it so the colonization never even happened in the first place.
The red strings. The time travel power.
I see. They want to go back in time and negate it all from ever happening. But wouldn't humanity eventually attempt to colonize Earth again and repeat this history?
That's apparently why time travel exists.
To be precise, the plan is to only take the moon and Earth back in time with a few exceptions.
Is that even possible? Taking only a portion of the universe back in time.
What?
They believe the red strings can do it. They plan to leave records of this timeline's history in the areas that were not taken back in time, so future generations won't attempt to colonize Earth again.
Hang on. I'm getting confused.
I agree. I honestly agree. That doesn't make sense.
Whether you want to believe it or not, Togetsu actually managed to create the red strings to carry out their plan. Kasane is the result of that, although it's pretty strange how Yuito has a similar power.
Let's suppose everything he said is true. That means this isn't really the time to be squabbling over New Himuka or Seiran. If Togetsu were to get what they're after, then none of us would have ever existed.
No, that's not right. We can't let them succeed. We're all here, trying to survive.
Kagero, why would someone at the center of Togetsu's plan reveal all this to us? Can we assume that you are planning to abandon them as well?
Ruining their plan is something I've been working towards since the beginning. That's why I joined them, to get in the way.
That sounds great and all, but how are we supposed to believe you?
It is more akin to
the
so literally Lasso selecting Earth in the year 6000X and then control pasting it into the year 3000X to undo all that history.
On the moon. I won't let them take her existence too.
Kagero means it. I can tell. It's been a long time since
Like,
I've seen him like
they specifically said, oh yeah, we've been living on the planet again for like 2,000 years.
Tsugumi.
Tsugumi knows Kagero best. I think we can trust her judgment. Besides, I have
Yeah,
a
it's
feeling
like,
you
okay,
trust
we
him
just make the
already.
numbers ridiculous. We can't have paradoxes. Fuck it.
If Tsugumi trusts him, then I trust him too.
And if Yuito does, then I do too. Of course, I'll kill him if he betrays us.
This is the worst way, being like, yeah, you can stay with us, but if you don't do anything, I'm going to murder you.
Of course. I keep making fun of them for being naive, but that's what ends up saving me.
If we're going to believe Kagero, then we have to believe all of the history about the colonists from the moon too. And then figure out what we
Also,
can
this
do
story is
knowing
just getting
that.
really out there.
We're stopping Togetsu's plan. That's all we can do. But it's too much for us to handle alone. We need someone who can move nations.
Aaron.
You going to ask New Himuka for help? We're fugitives there.
What?
Even so, we have...
How are you fugitives?
That doesn't mean I forgive them for the things they're doing.
Hold up. What?
If they know
What
Togetsu
happened?
is trying to do, they might realize their terrible actions are all in vain.
You guys were like, yeah, New Himuka,
What if
come
we
join
ask
us. What the
Seiran for
fuck?
help? If they know about the Togetsu threat, they might realize that New Himuka isn't who they should be fighting.
I wonder. As far as I know, both New Himuka and Seiran should have a clear understanding about the moon colonists and their history. On top of that, they're both scheming to survive.
At least it's better than nothing. I don't want to just sit here and wait to be erased.
Indeed. So, we should split up and give it a shot?
Yes, let's do that. Yuito, you go to New Himuka.
And you go try explaining things to Seiran. Now we're finally after the same thing.
Let's do our best.
They're gonna high five, and the entire universe is going to explode because the powers can't come into contact.
What an exhausting day. Way too much happened.
You don't get to say that! At least you already knew about the moon and Togetsu's plan.
I'm sorry.
Look, let's not start pointing fingers. We should sit down and try to process what we learned.
I agree. We've been in the dark all this time, but not anymore.
That's right. What we need to focus on now is stopping Togetsu. Kyoka, Kagero, you both alright with that?
Yes, of course. This is what I want. To be with all of you.
So wait, you decided to trust me? Shiden, you're so sweet.
You're making me regret it talking like that.
Are you blushing?
Dang it, you caught me. You know, kids wouldn't talk to adults like that back in my day.
That was Star Ocean 3's plot. That seems
swear
kind of just
I'll never be
out, totally out
If
there.
I did, these last 2,000 years would be for
Just
nothing.
like, yeah, no, Star Ocean 3's plot is,
let's head out
it's
to
a game
Seiran after
for
we get some
the
rest.
higher beings. Great. Cool. Sonic Story Standby Phase 8. Hello, Fire Girl. Let's go.
I'm glad Yuito trusted us.
He's such a kid, though. I can't tell if he's honest, a sucker, or just too nice.
Yes, you're right. But that might be what makes him strong.
Alright. First things first. I need to buy more healing. I used, like, all of it. Buy that. Buy that. That's good. I don't need any of those. I think we're near the end because we're getting all, like, the greatly increased ones. You know what I mean?
You don't remember being in Togetsu at all, Kasane? No. I only remember bits and pieces. Did you know me then? No, I didn't. I'm sorry I didn't tell you anything.
Alright. Togetsu was quite the ordeal. Nothing beats relaxing at a time like this. You need to keep your mind and body rested.
You look so relieved, Major.
Shut up.
Kasane, do you remember when I said I wanted you to
On
help
the
me with the job?
PSN for PS4 and 5. Oh
For payment of
boy.
the rations that you treated me to.
I had to do Star Ocean 1 and 2 though.
Yeah, I'm going to cash that in now. Don't worry, the job will be worth your time.
What are all these? Looks like empty bottles, junk parts, candy wrappers, and they're all mixed together.
Exactly. I need you to sort them.
Tried to be a criminal for Star Ocean 2 then, I guess.
I kinda got lazy and didn't get around to cleaning them up. Oh, yeah, take care of this trash bag for me, too.
Don't throw it. You got trash everywhere again. Now what could this be? You don't see that many handwritten letters anymore. How interesting.
Oh, that. You can throw that out, too.
But it's unopened. Let's see. It's from Major General Fubuki. What if it's important? Are you sure you don't want to check it?
Then he would have messaged me instead of using this archaic method. If you're that curious, be my guest and read it.
It's a love letter. Oh my goodness.
Hesitate. So, anything surprising?
No. Basically, he's filling you in on what he's been up to. Also, he says not to drink too much soda.
I thought so. He sends me letters filled with stuff that doesn't matter. I don't get it at all.
It's 'cause he loves
I reply to a
you.
message, but a letter? Just opening it is a pain.
If he's going through the trouble of handwriting a letter, don't you think it means there's something special he's trying to get across? If that's the case, then you should really cherish these. You never know what could happen to us next.
Look, it's not that I don't understand what you're saying, but these letters have been piling up, and just finding a place to keep them is a pain. Besides, just getting the letter lets me know that he's doing okay. So you can throw this in the trash. Fubuki and I aren't like you sisters.
You're awfully stubborn.
Exactly. You're a perceptive one.
She's so very different from me and Naomi. Especially how little she seems to care about her brother. Still... Arashi, remember the Major General Fubuki you saw in the future?
Yeah? What about him?
You were angry, weren't you? I mean, you saw it with your own eyes. You keep saying that you're not those kinds of siblings, but it doesn't feel that way to me. So why...
I mean, of course I'd get mad if he died. I feel like human emotion is a strange mechanism.
Really?
More importantly, Kasane, I don't see your hands sorting through the trash.
Huh?
That was a good distraction, but you're not getting out of your work.
I wasn't trying to get out of it. I'm not like you.
Great. Then good luck here. I'll be busy skipping out on my own work. Have fun.
Looks like she dodged my question.
Womp womp.
You have some potential, Kasane. I could be your instructor if you want. I can teach you the fundamentals of Arashi-style slacking off.
Wouldn't you just slack off and not teach me anything?
I have nothing more to teach you. Well done.
Hell yeah. Alright. Boom, boom. Card Castle playing cards, say present. Okay. Hey, look, they're over here.
Get bored watching you. I'm
This is my station, I can tell.
interest in you. I don't
Alright.
know what made you think that, but is deepening our understanding of each other a good thing?
Alright, your Bond episode next. Do you really think Seiron's top brass are gonna listen? Fuck no.
Hey, Kasane, you free right now?
No.
I guess so. What is it this time?
You remember my promise from before, right? A fun and exciting date with your one and only Daddy Kagero.
What?
You're not my father.
What?
I'm not interested in a date.
What? You told me the last one was super boring. You shattered my fragile
Hi,
heart
Joey.
into
Hello.
itty-bitty pieces.
You're still bothered by that?
Here.
Fine. I'll say it was fun.
No, that's not what I mean. I want to make up for it. Besides, you know how I hid my past? I wanted to apologize for that. So this is like a second chance coupled with an apology.
The apology is fine, but I don't know why it has to be with a date.
It's like my dream, I guess? Just say yes, please. Let me show you a good time you won't forget.
Zoe. Hey, Zoe. Oh, butcha, butcha, boo.
So, how was it? The dining experience at Baki's Cafe is supposed to be very popular with high school girls.
Bro, you're like
I
1,000.
think Naomi and Yuito would have enjoyed it more, but it was fun. No complaints here.
Next up is dessert. I'll get you anything you want. Cake? Parfait, maybe?
I'm fine with just tea.
I figured you'd say that. Already got a cup.
Wait, when did you... Oh, you used your invisibility power.
How did you not know him going? He would have just disappeared. How did you not
know how
notice?
it's done. It's more fun when you pretend you don't. Like
Am I
this.
blind?
I knew this flower from a seed. The flower symbolizes hidden kindness. A perfect match for you. So, what do you think so far?
Well, you seem to be following the standard dating norms I read in magazines, but they all have a nice Kagero twist. However, something's bothering me. You've gone through a lot of effort just to make up for lying.
You're either really perceptive or overly distrusting. But yeah, I guess it's time I tell you. The truth is, I tried to assassinate you back in the day, so that's kind of included in this apology.
Assassinate?
From the looks of it, you haven't realized it at all. Guess that means I still got it. Fortunately, I didn't have to go through with it, but I was waiting for the right opportunity. Like trying to be alone with you.
As the one you were targeting, I believe I have a right to know why.
It was to stop Togetsu's plan. Their plan hinged on your power, so I thought that killing you might be the best option left for me. Of course, now that you've decided not to support them, I've got no reason to hurt you. You can trust me on that.
Well, I don't doubt that, but I'm still not satisfied.
What, really? I guess this wouldn't be enough to make up for trying to kill you. I could do something even...
It's not that. It's just... killing someone. Is it that easy for you to do?
Yeah.
I don't understand how you could make that decision so easily.
You were a
Even
child.
if
It was
is
pretty
to achieve
easy.
your goal. There's no way I could do that.
Excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me.
That makes sense.
The plan so far for 8.5 9 hours has been, bro, let's just kill Yuito.
If I seem cynical,
Lol, let's
about
just
it, it's
assassinate
probably
him.
because I don't feel
Easy.
Like I'm very...
You like what?
I guess you could say. I'm like a...
I can't kill anyone that easily. Let's just kill
existing
Yuito.
in a
End the
time where
world.
his family
Easy.
and everyone he knew is long gone.
Your family. You mentioned you left them on the moon.
Yeah, I had a wife and daughter. My daughter was simply the cutest. You'd be surprised she was related to me. She didn't have a bad bone in her body. I loved her dearly and she meant so much to me. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for her as a father. What's even more sad is that I've got no idea what kind of person she grew up to be. I mean, really, could I be a worse father?
Yeah.
That's why, at the very least, I want to protect the life she lived. I'll do whatever it takes. Even if it means turning against my homeland, I might even kill if it comes down to it. How about we leave this off here? I think you've heard enough.
All right.
So, what did you think of Daddy Kagero's date? Pretty awesome, right?
Fuck a boomer.
Yes, I would say it was worthwhile. I think I learned a little about who you are.
Ah, you finally realized what a wonderful, charming person I am. Oh, I'm such a heartbreaker.
Although, I still don't know how serious you are because you always joke around.
You know, I don't really know either.
Huh?
Just kidding. Sorry to make you help me fulfill my dreams today. See you later.
I wonder
Fuck
what he meant
you.
by that. I feel like I got to know him a little better, but trying to understand other people isn't that easy.
It's like, the entire thing ended up being like, oh yeah, he had a family. Also, killing people is bad. We should not kill anyone, even though we have been killing people for
sarcasm.
If I was being
hours and
sarcastic,
days.
I'd say it sarcastically. I have a pretty good eye for people. Just accept the compliment. You really are getting along well with the guys in this platoon. My hat's off to you.
When SAS is invisible, invisibility will continue even after attacking. Alright, cool. A teddy bear. Look, there it
I
is.
think you'll find that I can warm your frosty heart.
No.
There's no need for that. At least I know now that you're actually considerate.
Nope. Done. You don't have a bond. Alright. Team bond is still level 1. Oh, hell yeah. I want to talk to you about something, Kasane. I want to talk alone, so come to Misubi's if you feel like it. Only if you feel like it, though. Yep, let's go. You don't have to be reserved all the time. I guess if talking like that relaxes you, you don't have to force yourself to change. I'm leaving now. Wait for me. Wait a second! 2 messages up as saying they know what the heads were. Fuck! Crap.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Oh, Kasane. Oh.
What is it?
Nothing.
But you just look like you noticed something. Did you see something with your clairvoyance? Well, I won't pry if it's uncomfortable for you to share. Yes?
Your left knee.
My left knee?
You may not have noticed, but there's a bruise. You might have hit it during a fight.
Oh, now that you mention it, I did hit it in my last fight.
I think you should get that treated. The bone isn't hurt, but it might leave a mark.
Good idea. I'll get it looked at when I get back to the hideout. I'm surprised you noticed.
I had a feeling you were subconsciously favoring your left leg when you were walking over here. I was worried, so I couldn't help but use my power. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing? I should be thanking you for telling me about my injury.
Because I violated your privacy by looking under your clothes. It's not good to use my power without
Seriously,
permission.
it's just like, yeah, I can just... Like, it's so vague that they can just kind of go, yeah, she can just see thing.
I suppose that would be the general consensus.
Some things are off limits. I'm not a child anymore, but I'm still doing the same stuff as back then.
Did something happen when you were younger?
Yes. I didn't realize back then that what I can see isn't something I necessarily should see. When I told people what I saw, they would get uncomfortable and sometimes get scared of me. I finally realized that I shouldn't be doing things like that. That looking underneath someone's clothes or inside their home was bad.
Is it really so bad?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to have their secrets revealed. You wouldn't like that, would you?
To be honest, that wouldn't really bother me.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw your body pillow
Are you
collection.
saying you can see inside people's bodies too?
Yes. It can be a little revolting if you're not used to it.
Then not only can you see injuries, You can detect internal diseases early as well. That means your power can save lives. It's fascinating. There really aren't many that can do that. I think it's a wonderful power.
I can see your bones!
Other than Kagero to say that.
That's surprising.
Dance, skeleton,
I thought the
dance!
OSF would evaluate your effectiveness quite highly.
They tell me it's effective in battle, but my power hasn't often been noted for its everyday uses. I've been mindful in trying to avoid seeing things, or not talk about it if I do see something. It's a strange feeling being told I can look. It does take a weight off my shoulders, though.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Thanks, Kasane.
Thank you for finding my injury. By the way, didn't you have something you wanted to discuss?
Oh, we can talk about that some other time.
Really? I still have time now.
It's okay, really. I'll talk
We
to
have
you
to
about
save
it
more
the
for
next
the
time I
next
see you.
Bond event. Come on.
See you then. She seems to have a lot on her mind. I can't help but be a little concerned. Next time I see her, I need to make sure we talk.
Alright. Make sure to take care of that bruise. Once a spot gets hit, it's easy to get hit there again. I worry because you are a little careless about enemy attacks. Shut up. Thank you for your concern, but I'm not careless. Dodging the least amount necessary just yields the best results. What about you, Tsugumi? You keep your distance from your enemies, but that doesn't mean you can let your guard down. You never know what kind of attack they could send your way, so be careful. It probably is dangerous when I'm all out of ammo. Thanks, I'll try to be careful. Alright. Nobody's... Oh, wait, did I read this right? Oh, okay. Nobody is talking about where the cargo originally... But I'm guessing we're right. Those brains were from clones, right? Yes. There should be no mistaking that all those heads were from Design Children clones. You're right, that's because Todetsu has the technology to mass-produce Design Children. They are created to carry out missions, and if they fail, they die. Those heads could be from the ones that were disposed for falling. That's right. However, that doesn't explain the massive amount of heads. Either way, the fact remains that they mass-produced them for the transaction. We found the truth, but it doesn't sit right. Okay, so all the brains were just because Todetsu can just make a bunch of clones and then just go, okay, cool, you're a clone now. Chop chop. Yeah, it would have been, yeah, I agree. It would have been like, oh shit, you could just, like, okay, stand up and, like, T-pose, be like, what's wrong with me? Tell me all my disease. I want to apologize for what happened the other day. Can we meet and talk in person? I'm waiting in Seiron. Alright. Alright, I'm going to Seiron now. Let's go.
Gamma.
I'm sorry to bother you about this, Kasane.
It's fine. I wanted to talk to you too. To apologize.
Why? I'm the one who should say sorry. You don't have any reason to apologize to me.
I just dumped all my feelings on you without any regard for yours. If I'm being honest, I still don't think I completely understand how you feel right now. However, after everything I've experienced lately, I think I can imagine it a little.
Did something happen? You really felt like you wanted to die?
Not me, Naomi. She said that she didn't want to live anymore. She didn't want to live as an other, her sanity being maintained with medicine made of human brains.
But they're clone brains.
She said that?
I didn't understand her at the time. I wanted her to live no matter what it meant. But now I partly understand where she's coming from. That feeling that makes you want to run away from life when things are so incredibly hard and painful. If that's what you were feeling, then I realized I didn't have any right to complain to you.
Thank you for understanding. Let me just say it again. I shouldn't have unloaded my feelings of self-pity on you. I'm old enough to know better. So I brought you something as a token of apology.
What is it?
Is that a packed lunch?
Yeah, they're all from the recipes Naomi gave me. I don't know if you're hungry or not, but
What?
maybe you'd be willing to give them a taste.
Come here.
Thank you. I wanted to taste what her recipes were like.
This is stir-fried mackerel and green peppers. This is vegetable namul, and that's shredded meat.
Wow, you really went all out.
Oh, there she goes walking away.
I'm still learning, so I've burnt some of them. It may not look appetizing, but it should still be edible.
I'll take this then. Not bad. It does remind me of my sister's cooking a little.
Really?
Yes. It doesn't even come close to the real thing, though.
I see.
And she's back,
But
and
getting
she's
you
gone.
to say that it reminds you of it is still an accomplishment.
It's fairly good and a little familiar. It must have taken you a while to make all of
But,
this.
It wasn't a big deal. Cooking helps calm me. It's perfect for self-reflection.
You think so?
Yes, although I used to think it was a waste of time. I thought about what you said while I cooked.
Which part? I think I said a lot the last time we talked.
About how I wanted to roll over and die, and how that was selfish. It really hit me hard, thinking how much Naomi wants to live in her original body. And about how much all my friends who died in battle would have wanted to live. It made me realize that wasting whatever life I have left was disrespecting their memory.
Part of me thinks you're taking it a little too seriously. But I'm glad I got through to you.
I might be too serious. But I plan to live the rest of my life to its fullest.
Hip hip hooray.
How?
First thing is to get back to eating healthy with Naomi's recipes. I also want to reevaluate the way I spend my weekends. Maybe find a new hobby besides cooking.
Sounds like a good idea. And I'm sure your cooking will get better with practice.
Then I guess I'll keep at it. Would you mind tasting more of my food sometime?
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Thanks. I still have trouble figuring out what's good or bad since I've never been concerned about how my cooking tasted before.
You seem like you're enjoying it.
I am, although it stresses me out while I'm doing it. But maybe I enjoy that part too.
He looks so alive. Maybe he started to feel more positive about his life.
Scritchy, scritchy, scritch. Alright. I want to talk. I used to think I didn't need a hobby, but after trying cooking and some other things, I realized the necessity of it. A hobby isn't something someone has you do like a job. It's something you do on your own to improve yourself. Really? That sounds more serious than I thought. Serious? I was trying to say it's fun. Well, that's my interpretation. You should find something that you enjoy. Uh-oh, I think there was an important computer part in the garbage I had you throw out. I don't know if I can get another one. This only happened because you're so messy. Why didn't you use such an old-fashioned device anyway? It doesn't suit you, Arashi. It's true, a PC can't keep up with the human brain when it comes to processing speed. They're inefficient and old-fashioned things. But building these antiques and thinking on how to make them function better is how I exercise my brain. It seems inefficient at first, but the result is an increase in total efficiency. I guess the simple answer is it's my hobby. If there was someone you liked, Kasane, where would you want to take them on a date? I want to know what kind of dates kids these days go on. You are definitely asking the wrong person. I have never been on a date. I don't plan to. Just thinking about it is a waste of time. That's very you, Kasane, but it's not as wasteful as you think. Thinking you want to bring someone here. When you're thinking of that person, it's like they're right in front of you. I guess that's something you don't understand, Kasane. You've never been in love. Again, you can't install the lewd mods onto your brain drive, so let's go. Computers it is. You'll understand when you're older. What? Where do I get new attire? Like, come on. Have I, like, unlocked anywhere else yet? Like, how do I unlock new outfits? It's just nothing.
There are resource readings in the area. I'll leave the pickup to you.
Right, right there. Stuck. I don't know what they are. The quest system in this game is kind of weird, because it's just like... Okay. Here, have quest. What's in the box? Yeah. What's in the box? Like, fast and quick prep. It doesn't tell me anything on the HUD. Doesn't tell me what the quest's objectives are. Come on. Oh, I can't hold anymore. I don't know what the point of it is, what my objective is, where to go. It's just, yeah, you have that quest active.
I think psychokinesis and duplication go well together, don't you?
No. Not to mention, some of these are old. I haven't even touched them. I'm just trying to figure out where, if there's somewhere out here I can get new outfits. Oh, Zoe's so upset. She keeps howling. Meow. Oop, there's another quest back there. It's also like none of these quests have, really invigorate. It's like, hey, help me kill thing, please. Oh, you kill thing. Good job, thank you. Well, item. Thank you for money. There's another quest. More like just go do thing. It means none of these just feel meaningful, you know? Yeah, I'll accept the quest. Maybe eventually I'll look at it. Okay. Fuck. Benno. Wait! Wait! Go back! Go back! Go back to the other end. No. Oh, it's that. Okay. I thought it was of the fucking... At a quick glance, it changed, and I thought it was the DMC5 ad. And I was just about to freak out and be like, why is DMC5 canon in this game? Like, what? But it wasn't it. Fuck. Nothing back here. Nothing's back here. Alright, I think we're done here. These are all combat areas. There's nothing. Nothing I can figure out as to how I'm supposed to, like... Let's see. Ugh. Level 38. I might be closer than I thought, because... I mean, well, maybe. The brain map's not really that filled out. Let's see. None of these seem that important. This is important. This is good. Just more damage. No. Weapon attacks can drain crush gauge by a greater increases bait. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's this? Attack plus 5%? We'll hold off on that. This is important. Here. I need to learn, like, all of these. Who cares about this? This one's kind of good, but who cares about that? And I'm out of BP. I can get, like, one of these, but who really cares? I did not see that. If that is real and not a meme, that sounds pretty freaking radical. Alright. I will have to watch it later then. Oh, that sounds real dumb. Oh, it's 3:30. Do I want to start another mission right now? Actually, yeah, let's really quickly. Let's give you the candle here. I don't know what the candle does. Have candle.
This is nice.
It didn't do anything. And my team bond is still level 1. Okay, let's look at the quest. Let's look at the quest we got. Defeat 2 vase plaza in midair. Okay, power analysis. While invisible, defeat 4 Marabou Pendus. In the brain field, defeat 2 Bronyon. With the slam attack, defeat 3 Barista Santas. Use a combo vision with Arashi, defeat 1 Weiner. Like, these are all just things that you have to just go out of your way to do. The Bond episodes, we did a bunch of these. The real question is, am I at some point going to be getting more team members? Because, like, there were some spots where the UI was like, oh, yeah, you totally can. Like here, there's a whole second row they could slap in here. And there, you could put a whole second row on the right side. But here, not really, unless you let me scroll. Hi, Zoe. Hello. 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 That's pretty good. That's actually really... this is where it's starting to get interesting, is once you get to 4 and 5, it's like, it's so much better. But I'm not there yet. Ugh. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here, just because I haven't been sleeping well, and this seems like a very good stopping point, rather than go for another 2 hours. I don't want to pull more, I don't want to pull more 8.5-hour Disco Elysium streams. I'm trying to stop doing that. I'll try to make it up for it next week, though. And hopefully we can go a bit longer. Find out what's up with these moon people. I know I saved, but I'll save again. I gotta make sure I save. Ever since the incident with losing my save data. It's always the moon. But yeah. I should be on next Monday, unless there is a surprise meeting again. But I don't plan on that happening, and even if it is, I'll probably just... don't tell my boss, I'll probably just skip it, because it's kind of ridiculous to have meetings 3 days a week at 9 o'clock at night. But yeah. Hope everyone had a good time. We will continue this next Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern. Hopefully find out more of what's going on with these new moon folks. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys later.